No, boy, I don't think it's happening. But my trip, don't want to go to the truck. What's down with the truck? Oh, I'm not traveling. I'm traveling. Now, I'm up on the train. Oh, how much of that train? Oh, no. Can't be on much. Can't be the vehicle truck. Can't be the truck. Anything around. Yeah, man, it's a bit good. So, let me do it down now. So, they will tell I'm legally right. Yeah, so I'm going to
to 2026. And yeah, you can buy it unsigned for $25, big posters, glossy, too. Or you get it for $100. Like, God, that's huge markup. Yeah, it's a fundraiser. Like when commies give NPR $200 for a ball cap, costs $50. That's the whole point. We're actually winning right now. I don't want to count chickens for their hats. It's not the Democrats. It's not the DOJ holdovers that are going to shut us down. If you don't go get these posters and you don't support us, and I'm not bitching, I'm telling you, I'm not saying you got to do it, then you'll be the ones that shut us down. This is a marathon, so please support us, Impulse.com. I need the money right now. It's like in Star Trek Wrath of Khan. He goes, I need warp speed in 3 minutes, we're all dead.
I need warp speed in 3 minutes or we're all dead.
And you guys have got us out of this over and over and over again. And me, I'm not giving up. We need to keep pushing because we got their ass.
Joining us for the second hour of the program. A lot happening here in the second hour.
Thank you so much for attending.
We're going to bring you the latest report.
Today,
Open the
you will
Books.
learn
Now,
one
Open
of
the
the
Books
fastest
is
ways,
a
if
watchdog
not the
group
easiest
that
way,
sifts
to
through our
quickly
government's
and easily get
spending
funded from
and tries their very
100K
best to
to $1 million
expose when maybe fraud
and use
is
this
happening
money to
or there might
invest
be like
and scale your business.
It's a very
Buy whatever you like,
situation.
a car, a house,
they just
enjoy a
uncovered a
lifestyle
lot
of comfort,
in regards
fun,
to
and
COVID
financial
fraud.
freedom. And
So
do
you're gonna
that
want to
without
stay put
having
for
to
that one.
work
It's going to be an
your butt
incredible
off for
interview that we did with
years
Rachel
without
O'Brien. She's
achieving
been going through
the
all of the
results that you want.
information.
So
She'll
let
break
me
down that
introduce you
report
to
for us
someone
in
who
just
I
about
consider
5
to be my
minutes.
mentor,
Plus, we'll be
my
joined by Dan
teacher,
Lyman. He's
and
one of the
my
incredible
friend. His name
reporters
is
over at
Derek
Infowars.com. He's got a
He
lot
is
to
the
sound off on, so I
CEO
look forward to
of
having him
Alpha
back on the
Incorporated.
program.
And
But
over
most
the
importantly,
course
we're
of
taking your
his
calls.
30-year career,
Yes, we are.
he has raised over $20 billion. Yes,
that's
with a B for himself and for thousands of his clients, and have grown multiple businesses
That's the
to
number you're going to
7
call if you want to join
and
the
8
show.
figures,
We're
purely
going to be talking
using
about a
something
lot.
called
Obviously, I know you're all going to want to sound off on
a Scratch
Epstein
Pub Co.
files,
is a high
licensing.
finance
That's a
term
lot done with
used to
that.
describe
Probably
taking
start
a
rambling
company
about that too
from
soon.
zero
Minutes,
to a
but
multi-million
if you want to join
and
me in my
even
rambles,
billion-dollar
877-789-2539
publicly
is
traded
the number to
company.
call.
He has
I was talking to the
created
control room for
multiple
guys here,
wildly successful
and
businesses over the course of his career, including
Dan
a
thinks
chain
it's
of
newsworthy,
restaurants
so I'll tell
in
you.
San Diego, California, and a
If you haven't
luxury
gone to
car
Mar-a-Lago as a member of the
dealership.
media, let me tell you what
So
it's
he's
like.
about to teach you.
When you
as
go
he
to
has
Mar-a-Lago,
taught
Don't tell me the motherfucking bricks. And for one truck, I'll take. Don't worry about a walk from six.
So
I get it.
without
For the
further
record, it's gonna
ado,
happen to me.
here's
I've
Derek
gone to Mar-a-Lago
Whitehead.
before for
Learn
dinner with
and
friends.
enjoy.
I used to live in West Palm Beach, so
Because my brother already.
but it's a totally different experience because when you're media, he actually doesn't allow you to use the bathrooms inside of Mar-a-Lago. You actually have to, and I get why, but you actually have to go out to the porta potty. So I was there for the announcement when he
Now,
was
what the motherfucking
announcing
bricks?
he's going to run in 2024, and I didn't do it. I didn't go out there. Now, according to people that went to use the porta potties, they told me that they were very nice porta potties. I've never used a porta potty before. Wasn't going to do it. I know this is probably not your 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. chatter, depending on where you are right now, but that's what he does. He doesn't allow the media to use the bathrooms over at Mar-a-Lago. He'll give you Coke, though. He'll give you Coca-Cola, I should say. Coca-Cola, water, a couple of drinks. But he will not let you, no food. He will not allow you to use the bathrooms. So, if you're ever reporting or a journalist and you're going to be at Mar-a-Lago, just brace yourself. Don't drink a lot of water. not a good time. Also, when he's speaking at Mar-a-Lago, you're not allowed to leave. That's a secret service thing. That's not him. For security reasons, the doors have to remain shut. And, yeah, it's quite the event.
Oh, nigga, what the fuck? Uptown, nigga, bro, nigga, here. Walk down, nigga, motherfucker, with the bed. And when the motherfucker like damn, you man running with the channel, nigga. You man running around trying to get the bed, nigga.
I've never used water because...
Nigga, motherfucker, want legally real. I'm so good, nigga. You never worked with the...
What the FBI, DOJ have sent back in response to his lawsuit. We'll play those details for you in a bit, or I'll read those details for you in a bit, because...
Make you get down and all about it, make you bring it. So make you wake up, make you wake up, it's still so true. Don't work like you put my food in. Make you bring it, don't find for it. Make you go bring it, go out for it. Don't make it, go out for it. For them shit, man. Because you make it back, you make it more than this. Not a blue. Why is no point? Why is it really? It's still I'm the nigga, well, you saw the blind, you could have been up on here and see your family man, prior to the three things. Everybody want to be a fucking girl shooter. You ain't no more fucking like that shit. Whoa.
Supplements.
Bobby goes back to mine now, I'm about to run through the city. You niggas know what with the...
Ladies and gentlemen, you know the power of turmeric, but have you felt it? Have you tried the ultimate turmeric gummies? The delicious way to harness the ancient power of golden turmeric with supercharged ginger root and black pepper for maximum impact. Each gummy delivers 125 milligrams of premium turmeric extract packed with curcumin, a glycoside compound shown to support healthy inflammation response, ease everyday aches, and promote joint comfort so you can boost your life with ease. We added real ginger root, trusted for centuries to calm digestion and soothe the stomach, plus a precise dose of to boost curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. That means more of the good stuff your body needs it. No capsules.
I can't show you like I normally do. I'm not in the living room. I let you see what's going on because I'm really in the burp. This dog is this student shooting on this dog is mean.
Doesn't stand a
what is this? What is this? It'll let him get it.
This is the American Journal with Brianna Morello.
It's not covered, man. I'm telling you, I thought that this day on the fucking charger. Raining, it's pouring.
The Southern way of life. Folks, we're taking your calls in just a little bit. 877-789-2539. That's 877-789-2539.
That means a lot.
It's the number to call. Get on those whole lines. We look forward to hearing from you. I think Amanda.
Now you got that dirty man booty. Now you ain't nothing motherfucker. Now you running around with that damn juice. Now you don't know what to start backing on into the bathroom.
So I look forward to hearing it from you, though. So thank you for calling.
And look down there.
If you're there, we're going to be getting some calls in a moment.
Thank you so much.
But
They won't have to climb down there.
It's all about following the money in regards to, well, fraud, potential misuse of our funds.
A little fast right now. I can't keep
You know what's full of
The
money.
American people are finally starting to realize what's been going on with their government, and it's not good. It's not good. Millions and millions and millions of your taxpayer dollars have been going to things that you didn't sign up for. And, well, open the books and digging into all of this. And they've got numbers, but they're in the billions.
I'm saying, close the door off and get a market. Where you ain't going to go down there. You ain't going to climb. Climb down there and swim.
Public policy editor.
Oh, man.
You ain't going to use your cell phone down there. Don't make it be legally.
Rachel, thank you for being here. You guys have just put out this
pencil and a piece of paper.
new story, which I think is very, very enlightening. It has a lot to do with money
drop the fucking
dished out to people who So let's break the news
Masonry. Okay. Economic masonry.
Well, thanks for having me back. So
get that on Amazon.
these
It's
are
been out for a
improper
long time.
payments that the
But
agencies
we are going to
report
put out
directly
our new
to
book,
the Office
which
of
is
Budget
Economic Masonry for Children.
Budget, rather. So
Between-
they
Hey, that's good. I mean, the money coming quick.
there you're going to have
Money coming quick, nigga. Money coming quick. Nigga about to be back on in this bitch. I might come up, nigga.
first year back in office. Agencies reported $186 billion.
Sounds like a goddamn boost.
So, an improper payment is essentially an error. It's money that the government paid for the wrong person, for the wrong amount, or for the wrong reason.
want to do this journey
It can mean
with some
overpayment.
Nigga, I'm trying to take the city over, nigga. Get ready,
Like
nigga.
there's missing
Get ready, nigga. You ain't gonna come through when you do the double. Nigga, you look like
$1
that.
last year. It's
What's it you do that? So you can do it.
Biden's final year.
So I want you to take your child.
You ain't gonna take smoke a blunt with your cousin, nigga. Get high, get a little bottle. Walk the city.
Related improper payments, they began to take off.
Roadblocks.
So if you look at the first 3 years of the Biden administration, those years were much
I see that a lot of it, you ain't gonna do the fucking goddamn work to do. Nigga, all the things that you do.
improper
People
payments.
talk about everything and it's with your cousin.
Average over his 4 years, I think, was
Next thing is,
$230
you can't
billion.
keep this stuff in your mind
Right?
or in your
Trump's
brain, so I want you to
first
get
Ain't gonna walk around through the city, nigga, see what the hell going on. I ain't been out of jail in a minute, nigga. I ain't out there got out.
Yeah, and I want to go over the numbers specifically when it comes
I
to
don't even know what it looks like out there right now. It might be fucking New World Order out there.
I mean, the joke is they blank checks. They were pumping out a lot of money.
That's the thing, guys. I mean,
That's what we're told at least. Pumping out a lot of
Look at that,
time to vet it, or is there something else to this?
you going in and getting
Damn, we got Marine down. I got Marine down. I got Marine down. I got Marine down.
First couple of years in office in his first term. If you look at fiscal year 17, 18, 19,
Got Marine down. I got Marine down.
improper payments were under $200 billion.
All right, so get a piece of
Between
paper
140
and a
billion and
pen, a
175
pencil,
billion. So
paper.
still
I
super
don't care
high,
if you
right?
pull a chicken.
But under that
I was just looking at screen right now. Let me see if I can fucking send you my
Biden, era 21,
Write it down. I'll give you a
all
scratch
well
it
above
to the wall.
200. Biden's
so
highest was 281
Number one,
billion in
get yourself a pencil,
2021,
piece of paper,
close to
or a pen
250
and write
billion in
stuff down.
2022. So yeah, I mean,
Get your
Let me
children.
see if I can get you a link to
going
this.
on at this point, it is COVID.
Doesn't
It is
know.
that money that's just going out the door.
Out of unlegally written.
Checks, as we see now,
The next
all the
thing
fraud
is,
that was
a lot
rampant
of times
there.
we get shut down.
I will say,
We're
in
gonna get
terms
rock
of
and rolling,
improper payments,
but a lot of times we get
they're
shut
not
down.
even really counting fraud,
Thank
right?
you,
An
thank you,
improper
thank you.
payment is
So a
what
lot of times we
you
get
would
shut
sort
down.
of just
I
call
mean,
an error.
We have
If
experience.
you can tune in onto this now. How I go to our chat.
Can I say TransUnion? I'm ready to rock and roll already.
Do not pay list.
Oh, nigga, one more clip of the night. You was not invited to that on fire.
Some agencies
Nigga,
really
that's
do
about
So
getting money.
a lot of
So
times,
it's not necessarily.
What is thinking about now? You get to see your cousin go to work right quick. And then be legally rich.
like you ask the cat,
They're
the cat's
not,
sitting here and
the
he
accountant
says,
is not
you know,
there.
what you gonna eat tonight?
They're not reporting
But you
additional
know, you're very irritating. Talk about it, jail, nigga. I fucking say this, nigga. This nigga, boy.
report these improper payments. Some don't report at all.
Look at this, dude. I can't see you from saying this. Fingers.
Within
Oh,
their
fuck.
agency, some have error rates that
They're gonna go
are
viral.
high,
Finance,
or they
that
have
must be
things like they don't have sufficient risk management programs in place.
Yeah, me, like, it's a girlfriend trying to see me, like, do some shit.
You know, for
Fucking boy, good. Look at this.
now there is a fraud component to it.
Niggas ain't gonna like and subscribe. Niggas ain't gonna fucking, whoa, shooter, charts.
On
certain things I make
what
sense.
Oh, look, I didn't see it.
is fraud. But we know for
Oh,
sure
don't do that.
what's
I
fraudulent
didn't
in
see
fiscal
that.
2024
Don't
is
do
the
that.
first
So what I want you
What's his name?
everybody,
Bullshit.
you guys know,
This is
I've been
just
shut down.
I know you see me working right quick.
So I
courtroom.
want you to be prepared. So
Whoa, don't pick another nigga double kill. I'm about to go to work. Another one. Nigga,
sign in.
No list.
Economic masonry.
grenade.
For some reason, that
We know they grenade. All units, we know who the line.
Nothing to lose. I'm probably gonna might say
but
something
it's really important to
that
have
you
that.
Let me see this shit, nigga. This shit a real war, nigga.
But what programs
I know you.
specifically
I know you see the real war. Look at the tent. Look at the tent talking about it.
so shocking.
Whoa, big tent,
Those that
nigga.
have
Whoa,
these
let me
fraud are
see that.
also
Let me see.
oftentimes those agencies that are not
Somebody says,
compliant
is this live?
with reporting their
Yes, it is.
fraud.
Oh, there he is. He was there the whole time. He never died. But we got that nigga.
And then shockingly, they're also spending a lot of money on fraud.
Right now,
So there needs to be more transparency with these agencies.
But with the pistol out, I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. Who got ammo?
So now that
To the tune of hundreds of billions of
what I want
dollars
to do today is I want to teach.
Yeah, I want to ask you too about the efforts, right? So if we know that there's
You said that you don't fucking money to bleed. I'm not bleed.
or if they try to recoup those funds and pull those funds back.
But he got him something. Let me put that turbo box, man.
They do. They are able to recoup. There's various.
Niggas don't be doing their jobs, bro. Everybody's supposed to have a job on this jump. Niggas don't be doing that shit.
There's a lot of data missing that we normally
What you talking about? What you
One of the
talking about
things
right
that is missing is exactly.
Nigga, I'm about to go in with the pistol, nigga. I got 22 bullets, nigga. I'm about to go in, nigga.
That 13%
The
of the fiscal year 2020.
Look right there. Bow, 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 bow.
To be recovered. Exactly.
Well, shit, I'm getting a shotgun. The whole time I got a shotgun. Boom, about to put the shotty out. You ain't gonna whip the motherfucking shotgun out on these niggas.
But we don't have the exact details for this fiscal year. Again, that
They teach you how
Beater, block beater, and baby, friends on honor beater, block beater.
going back to these agencies and doing these audits and
I
doing
died. I had to die, man. I ain't had no ammo.
to get that money back.
You know, let's go over OMB for a second.
Oh shit, I forgot I had that soda in there. Once I just heard you pop that soda.
Financial angle for all of this, obviously.
Hold on, let me go on the refrigerator. Hopefully that junk didn't explode.
Over here now. What is it like when you try to get this information? Are they a little bit more transparent than the previous administration, or is it about the same?
That's what you call the 15%.
So this is my first attempt to talk to OMB in the new Trump administration. I will say they did not get back to us in terms of answering the question of why.
Some of you people may be saying, come on, man, come on, get
So
to the
that's my
learning.
one instance of trying to get this from them. I will give a ton of credit to right now the Trump administration, what they did do.
I can go get you a two credit
Congress
cards
was able
from
to pass a
Chase,
bill.
and I can get you a two
Bipartisan
credit
support
cards,
passing
one from
both chambers. President Trump
Citibank.
signed it earlier this month.
And they're going to hit the
It's called
credit
the Ending
unions.
Improper
So that's
Payments
100,000,
for Deceased People
125,000 right there.
Pretty straightforward.
Now,
And
that's
people should
gay.
not be getting any money, right? We see this every
I'm
year,
not teaching
hundreds of millions of
gay.
dollars
I'm teaching
paid to dead
business.
people, usually,
All right?
often through
And in
Social
business,
Security, right? They were
has
getting Social
anyone
Security
ever
checks.
heard
They
of
died.
the horizontal eight?
For some reason, the information didn't get to Social Security that they were
Anybody
dead.
ever heard of the horizontal
Issuing
eight?
these checks. So this law finally
Okay, I'm not going to wait
allows
for you to
Social
respond.
Security
A lot of people saying
to
that.
share data
No.
with the Treasury.
Okay.
The Treasury keeps up
The
to
horizontal
paste
eight
and
is if somebody
Nigga, I got me some Chipotle left,
we're
nigga.
not speaking.
I'm
So
not even
now
gonna hide it,
they
right?
can coordinate.
Somebody
they
that
can
you
use this
probably
master
see
list
on
and
the
avoid
internet
payments to deceased people.
all
So
the
hopefully,
time. They're like
this
the
fiscal year that
top
we're
of the
in right
game
now, there
at
should be
teaching how to get money
$0
in
paid to dead
finance.
people. So hopefully we'll see that
Some of them
next
call
report.
me. Yeah.
It's common sense, Rachel, but it's not very common.
Mr.
I mean, the
Whitehead.
fact that we have to pass legislation that
Hey,
pushes
how
that
you
forward
doing?
is
What's
so
going
crazy
on?
to me.
I saw you
But
on- I
that's
saw
what
you
we
on
are. That's what we are.
YouTube,
Rachel, you guys do
TikTok.
incredible work over at
Heard you
openthebooks.com, and
just
so I
did a
highly
seminar.
recommend
You
our
going on
audience
tour,
go
huh?
check it out. I got your
going on
Substack too. I get
tour,
all your
right?
emails. You guys do an incredible
Right.
job at Open the Books,
He said, yeah,
and it's
yeah,
always
you're
an honor
going
to
on
have you on the
tour. So
program
they
and have
said,
the whole team on here. So thank you
when
for all
you
the
gonna
incredible work
retire,
you're doing, because
Mr.
not many
Whitehead?
people are going through the numbers, and it's very important
And I
to get your
said,
stats. So thank you,
what's
Rachel.
that?
Of course, thanks for having me. Always happy to
I
be
said,
here.
you know,
Always a
when you
pleasure.
going,
Always a pleasure, folks.
when you
Open
gonna
the
have
books.
enough money,
They are a
Mr.
great
Whitehead?
group, great organization. I've learned so
I
much
said, I'm
from
on
them
that
over these last
horizontal
few
eight.
years. And again, their Substack page
Thank you.
has a ton of articles over there.
what's that?
Openthebooks.substack.com is also where you can find them
I
as well.
said,
So make sure you give that a look. Folks, we're going to hear
like this.
calls in just a moment. I got
like
breaking
that.
news I wanted to make sure we dished out to
I
the rest
said
of you.
the
Of course, the
horizontal
Supreme
eight
Court disappointing the
is
American
like
people
this.
by
Bring in and be advised, they breaking in.
use
World in the
of
private
the emergency
world.
powers for
Where my units at? I need units.
If you told
tariffs
Trump,
on imports.
he would know.
Again,
If he told
the Supreme Court
Bezos,
just shot him down on his
he would know.
efforts to bring about tariffs.
Horizontal eight
They're
simply
saying that he
means
abused his power. It was a
it is
6-3 decision. The
infinite.
justices struck it down, the tariffs, finding that Trump
How much
ceded
money
his
you looking for?
authority. And that comes, of
I'm
course,
on
from
that
Roberts as
horizontal
well. three descendants were Thomas, Alito, and Kavanaugh. That's just coming down right now. I haven't had a second to read the opinion, of course, but I'll get on that soon to figure out what's going on here.
Isn't that what
But
the
again, not
Rothschilds
surprising.
do?
Also, more breaking
Yeah, I'm out here.
news.
DHS.
DHS, and I'm very, very disappointed. I'm sorry, not DHS, DOJ.
Okay, so
As many of you guys know,
why would you go in
and I
and
was
say,
actually talking out because we
I'm
haven't
good with
heard
100
information
grand?
about DHS in regards to the 145,000
What's that?
children that were
Champagne?
recently recovered. These were
That's not even
migrant
rocks.
children lost under the Biden regime. And you guys know,
I'm here.
100,000 children were lost. They decided to bring these children in. It was a huge human smuggling operation.
Get the gang. Get the gang.
But this DHS has a
This motherfucking nigga shooting everywhere.
145,000. That's good.
I'm
High, but it's a long process.
yes, no.
So I reached out to the DOJ
It
because
is
keep in mind,
infinite.
folks,
There's a man named
145,000
Rockefeller.
unaccompanied migrant
Maybe
children
you heard of, Jay-Z,
didn't
yes,
just get
Rockefeller
dropped
Records.
off and just go
right?
MIA. They
I
were
want
given to
everybody out
unvetted
there
spouses.
to read
Sponsors. Wrong one.
or go to
they were
YouTube.
given to
It's easy. Nobody
unvetted
likes to read anymore,
sponsors.
right? I actually had to read
Now, what happened after
all
that?
these books
Well,
I teach you. I had to
A
read
lot of
all
those
these,
individuals
right?
were handed over to drug cartels,
All right.
those children. Some of
I
them were
want you to
forced into
go
sex
look up-
trafficking. Some organ
see, we
harvesting.
want money,
The government won't tell you
but
that,
we
though.
don't
I
wanna
will.
do or
And others
know
were
what
forced
the people
into,
that have money
to
know
slavery.
and do.
It's obviously a horrific
You want
situation,
Oprah
but
money,
it
but
also
you don't wanna do
violates
what
our
Oprah
current laws in
did
this
to
country.
get
So,
the money. So
you know,
this
me and Alex
is
were
what
talking about it.
I'm
Like, we haven't really
teaching,
heard
a
about the
magic
DOJ in
wand.
regards to all of
This is
this.
not-
Where's the DOJ in prosecuting
And
these
you're a
people?
multi-millionaire
Right, 'cause we've heard from the
billionaire.
whistleblowers.
It
The
doesn't work
whistleblowers
like
told
that.
us
You got to
that
listen to what I'm saying.
we were
or
giving
what
these
others are
children
saying,
away
or have done before me.
to drug cartels, to
And
addresses that
apply
never
it.
existed. All they had to do was run the information. They would have known that this
Right?
was
now, I try to
a
teach you to
person
get
who they
it
shouldn't be handing a
faster
child
than
over to.
normal, but it still requires you to do
So
some
I asked
homework.
the DOJ,
So your homework
hey,
for
do you guys have any
tonight
pending criminal
Need
charges?
backup. I need backup. Right side. We not shooting.
on
Guess what? The DOJ didn't respond.
John
I gave them close to
Rockefeller.
24 hours to respond. Give me just a number. How many
you
people are
go
you
and get that
prosecuting? Well, sorry,
million,
guys. I ain't got nothing for
that
you. You know
10
why?
million, that 100
I promise you
million.
the DOJ is not doing anything about it.
Easy.
We got truck inbound.
Opportunity to speak their mind and tell us what's going on here.
Anymore. Floyd
And they
Mayweather
decided not to say anything.
Whoa, take
in 40 minutes,
Their media team, so it goes out
One
to
fight.
several people on their communications team.
right?
And the DOJ,
What
who can't
about
seem to get a single
Dr. Dre?
win.
He sold some
these days.
earphones for $1 billion.
They don't have comments
Elon
on how many
Musk
people are being
is a
prosecuted for
trillionaire.
kidnapping children and shuffling them over to, you know,
So why are you still talking
sex
about
traffickers, forcing them into
100
slavery. Not a priority, apparently.
$100,000.
But it also aligns with the Epstein files, given the fact that we
Let's-
still
come
have
on,
not
let's-
seen
let's
a
get-
major
let me
criminal
build.
indictment regarding just
So I
that. Remember,
want you
Glenn
to go in.
Maxwell.
Damn, they everywhere. Push up and engage.
Lil
Sorry,
Gnostic.
you're out of luck. Can't tell you about that.
I'm currently
All right, let's jump to some
reading on
calls, folks. If you want to
Tupac.
jump on
That's
and
what
talk
I'm
to us,
talking
the number's
about.
877-789-2539. That's the number
Lil
you're going to
Gnostic
call.
is on the
Amanda
ball.
in Arizona.
Lil Gnostic
Welcome
ain't
to the
that
show.
Lil.
Yes,
So I
hi.
want everybody to
Hi, Amanda.
read
Yes,
up
I can.
on
How are you?
Okay. Good. Thank
Nikki
you. I was so
versus
glad to
Smith.
hear about your topic today and get to share this because I've been
I
trying
want
to bring
everybody
attention to it
to
for a while.
read up on
but
John
this
Rockefeller. Just
facility
go to
down in
YouTube
Marana,
and
Arizona,
download
Southern
one of those
Arizona,
videos that say
is a $100 million
the
research
beginnings of
facility
John
that spans
Rockefeller.
over 300,000
I want
acres.
you to know
And
that
they're using AI and
Amazon,
DNA alterations to
Walmart,
change the genetic traits
Sony,
of mainly corn
Apple,
crops.
Swing over to Bravo. All units, Bravo.
They claim that it will provide
Security Bravo.
sustainable
living
agriculture,
off the legacy
Then head over to Alpha.
John Rockefeller.
strengthening global food security.
He is
and
the
contribute to
foundation
a
of how
healthier
we do
planet,
business
but
today.
knowing the history
So I
of
want you to
their
learn that
pharmaceuticals,
so that when you walk
seems
in
a
and
little
say,
suspicious
I
in my
learned from
eyes,
Mr. Whitehead.
as well as a
Swing around that black flank on Alpha.
reading that they
You're
were
not at the
facilitating
party because you got a
for
Rolls
science
Royce.
teachers to
You
get
are
data
a
and
big
kind of what
shot
they were
because
working
you got
on.
a Rolls Royce.
And
No.
Oh, these motherfuckers are everywhere. You can't even walk up to the damn thing.
about things I had heard from Alex
You are getting shot at.
Oh, yeah, I'm on that horizontal
and
eight.
asked them,
You know,
I've heard
you know,
that if there's a GMO
yeah,
seed,
you know,
Hey, that bitch and I'm legally
It's
rich.
the foundation of all.
buy
They're like,
more seeds, and I
ooh.
asked him about that, and he he said that
That's
was
what I want you to
100%
do. Not
true.
just learn
And I
this
asked him
from
why
here,
he would do that,
but
and his
also
first
keep
answer was
growing
profit,
and researching.
which tells you a
Because you
lot
want
about
money.
the industry and this
If you like
particular company
basketball,
and this
don't
facility.
you watch basketball
Yeah, it's
constantly?
crazy to me that we even have bioengineered
watch
food. I mean,
football,
I
don't
at
you
first
know
had no idea this was
who's
even a
breaking
thing,
the running
Amanda. And I
2,500
remember
yards
just
of
flipping
the
over a
game?
package and
You know
seeing
that.
it, and I was like, what does that
Because
even
you keep
mean?
up
And then
with it.
doing
So
obviously
you have
the
to
dive
keep
into
up
it.
with this business stuff.
I mean, we're killing our people, and
by the
it's
time
obviously
6
something that's
months
deeply
come,
concerning because
you
again,
will
this
be
is a
monstrous.
pharmaceutical company
By the
too.
time you
I
get your
mean,
money.
they're
So
dishing us
start
the food,
working
and of
on
course, this is my opinion, but they're dishing us the food that's
Damn, he
killing
right there with the
American
sniper.
Listen, okay?
Glyphosate is
All
being
right.
dished out
Now
to
that
the
we gave
American
the speech,
people
the
by
old
Chinese
man's
companies,
speech,
and the
right?
Chinese aren't even doing this
Let's
to their
get to
own
it. So
people.
what we're going to learn today is
I mean,
the
it's
secrets
so
you got to get
mind-blowing when you go down the wormhole.
$500,000, even
Amanda,
$1
how did you
million
even stumble
to
upon
invest
this? Because I
in
thought it
your
was
life.
interesting.
Next
When
slide.
you tag this on X, I flagged the article and put it on the side to look at it later.
All right, so some
but how did
people
you even
say,
stumble
who
upon
are
any
you?
of this?
Who are you? Where you come
Yeah,
from?
so I
Who
live
are
in
you?
Arizona,
Well, you know, I
and
didn't
how
just
I
show
learned
up.
about it was
Okay, I didn't just show up
there's an
yesterday.
organization I'm
All
a part
right,
of
so
that I won't
those
say
that
what it
want
is,
to know,
but
I'm going to be
has to do
about
with
3
science
minutes
speakers,
on this, and I'm
and
out of
they
here.
partner
You guys
with
may have
this
seen
That Dane, that Dane.
organization with the
Stephen A.
facility
Smith, and
to
they
give
had
trainings about
Gail King on
sustainable
the
crops
stage,
and
Oprah's
GMO
friend, and they
crops.
had
And
you know, Matt
so I
Barnes, you
joined
know,
that
famous
training
ball
to
player,
learn more about
and
it.
he was up there.
And we just won that
was,
shit.
interviewing.
I'd love to see
And Stephen
what
Smith
your
was up there,
research
some
and
billionaire
investigative
guy,
skills can do to kind of
hedge
dig
fund
deeper
guy.
into this facility and how it's
they
being
asked
funded
us,
and
they
how it's
said-
being used. Because as far
said,
as I know right now, it's just
hey guys,
research, but I
what
can't
made
really
you
find
successful?
more about how these
Right?
crops are
And
actually
they asked
being
Stephen, he
used
says,
or what the future holds for it.
don't be afraid
Yeah, well, I'm
of
definitely going to look into this. I think this is insane, but it's not surprising.
And when
It's
it
not
got to
surprising at
me,
all. And I was just so
I
upset
said-
when I saw that the administration was.
Well, y'all see that
issuing
chat?
executive
On the
order,
stage, you know.
Look at the
it's
game
upsetting,
chat.
of course, but I mean,
I'm not gonna do that shit.
it's on my radar.
Well, first
Again,
of all,
the
I didn't come here to
list
talk
of
about
everything
me.
to dive into when it comes to our
came
food
here
products just
to
continues to
talk
get
about
longer
how
and longer and longer,
you, the
and it's so
people out there,
frustrating. But
can
I mean,
beat us.
just to highlight this, folks, this is why I shop at. I mean, I know
Hey,
it's not
my man
100%
didn't like
bulletproof,
that.
but
He was like-
I try to get
So we don't
European
think
made
it's your
products,
cousin.
and you could do so at a reasonable cost too. They
So
don't
they
have
had
fruits and
on
vegetables, of
internet,
course, but
like,
Home Goods does have a lot of good
Stephen
dry
A.
food
Smith
options
argued
that
the billion-dollar,
pass the European standards
coach,
and
Playing around with
definitely
motherfucking
healthier than
septic
American
tank.
standards. That's where I'm at these days on a lot
So
of
you probably
those
saw that all over the
products,
internet,
but for the
right?
most part, carnivore. But Amanda,
my
thank you
point
for
to that
joining us. I
is
appreciate you
didn't
bringing
come
this
here to
and
talk
putting this on my
about me.
radar.
I came
Very
here to
thankful
talk
for
about
that. So thank
how
you for calling into the show.
can
There's
beat
one there,
us, so
motherfucker.
you can get
Thank
that
you for
money
your
and
time.
teach your children.
Always a pleasure. Always a
Got it?
pleasure. Let's get to
All right,
Anthony,
so
North Dakota.
I'm gonna go in
Because
about
Anthony, I
3
hear you
minutes.
want to
We
talk
getting
about
out of there.
glyphosate as
We're
well,
gonna
so
get
we'll
right
keep
to
it on
it. So the
topic.
first thing
What is on your mind?
Derek Whitehead, CEO of Alpha
Uh-huh.
Incorporated and many other businesses. Some of the businesses that you walk into, you probably didn't even know.
Fuck nothing, no PlayStation in the truck too.
Coding industry and did some stuff
Right?
on pipeline, but I came back.
CEO of Alpha Incorporated, 30 years in business, high-end banking, managed over 20.2 billion. That's with a B.
Put that at PS3.
Cancer rates in the
22.2
valley here.
20.2 billion
And
under management. And
Hey,
those
you
are
niggas about old ass
notes.
PS2 in the
You
car.
want some money?
Chat, state
From 1984.
You have a car note? You have a house note? You ever notice that? If you have credit cards,
county itself.
that's a note.
And if you take
You owe somebody, it's pretty
use
much
that site, you can
an
find
agreement to pay. That's a note, right? So if
primarily
you want to get some
agricultural areas have a
real
high
money,
rate of
start
cancer rate.
looking into notes.
And
If you can buy
that's
notes
pesticide
at
that
3 cents on
applied
the
to the
dollar
crop.
and make them worth $1 million. That's $300
correlation
for $1
causation
million
is
worth
what it
of
is.
notes.
But back in the
They
day,
call
when
that
people
debt,
had heart attacks,
but it's
strokes,
non-performing debt.
when they
So
passed
you
away,
gotta
but now,
just
no,
make
cancer
some
is the
phone calls
biggest
and
thing
switch
that
them
gets people,
into
and that ties
performing.
into general.
Now I know you might have your interest going now, like, what's he talking about? Wait a minute now.
calls
So if you want to learn more
or
about
weed
that,
control.
notes, go to question and answers.
for
This is free.
during
So we're going to hit the first level, the second level,
You know, if you're
and
a
then we'll
farmer
hit
and
the
you
third
want to have your
level.
crop
All right?
right
But if you want to learn more about this, go to question and answers
so you don't
and
get
ask
hit
me
with
about it.
oxygen at the
Say, Mr.
elevator.
Whitehead, I want to ask you a
You'll
question
apply
about
Roundup,
notes.
and it's called
The W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
Roundup at the time of
Matt is
harvest.
over 20.2 billion, and that's
Roundup
on
gets
the
into the
portfolio.
husk
of market traded notes.
The grain
And
itself.
those are non-performing notes,
that
right? They're
residuals
performing
ends up
and non-performing. If they're paying, it's a performing note.
So, I mean,
if they're
it's
not paying, the bank wants to get rid of them.
It's a very big issue
Right?
from like water.
So that's
water
called
quality issue.
non-performing notes, and you can buy those from a
And just
note
general
broker.
health. I mean,
Okay, somebody may say, well, where do I get those from?
Doctors.
Okay, how about going to
Well, y'all both got the same motherfucking skin on, duplicate ass skin wearing ass,
note brokers and go
duplicate ass skin.
hard right away, right?
So that's an avenue to take a look at.
All right.
Also, there's
I'm starting
back
out.
in the day,
I'm starting out high
they
already.
still do it, but
Okay, so we bring it back down. I just want you to know the heights that you can go to. Don't settle for that baby money. Okay. All right, debtcatchers.com. Exactly. Thank you, Edison.
They've been farming into the
All right, so Barry Whitehead, CEO of Alpha Incorporated. A lot of people don't know it, but did you know that I was an actor when I first got to California?
Right away, the road is public.
30 years ago, I was an actor, right? And I was a pretty good actor. I was, I was in Jet Li's first film called The Masters.
Air quotes aren't buying
China Beach.
from licensed
all of those things, I was in a lot of that stuff, right? I was the sheriff on the new Lassie show,
these GMO
right?
plants.
Didn't know that, did you know that I was helped build the Patriot missile system and installed it on the command ship Coronado and went around the world a couple of times. It was on nuclear subs and top security
Hey,
clearance
Andrew, hold the rest of that thought for just 1 second. We're gonna get cut off by a break, but I want you to stay on hold. We'll take you back in just a moment.
Well, what I'm
I want to make sure we don't cut you off. I want you to continue your thoughts. So hold on right there, folks.
This is
We
not
got a few
hard.
calls
It's
this
not
portion of the show.
rocket
So call in if you'd like to. We'll be right
so
back in a
don't
moment.
overthink it. If you don't understand something, wait for question and answers and repetition.
I've given
Let me say this slow. Repetition is
I don't even tell them what's going to do. I just say, here,
progress.
take this, see what happens.
The more
Within
you
15
hear
to
it,
30 minutes,
the
every
more
guest
you understand
says they've gotten
it.
energy like they've never
So
experienced.
don't get discouraged.
Clarity. Focus. It's like
All right, so I'm gonna break this down as small as I can as possible.
Critical
So
thinking
ready
goes
to
to
go?
the next level.
All right,
And
so
that's what the science shows.
the man
it
behind the
does
scenes,
in
who is
ourselves.
he? See, but
It's not a stimulant. It has that effect.
Over
It's
there is
electrochemically turns up the literal
famous basketball player.
electricity in the body.
Catino
And so
Mobley.
he was here a few months ago.
Houston Rockets.
He
He played
was.
for a lot
I
of
mean, for a long time.
teams,
Said, sure, he'll take it. Heard Kenny talk about it.
dollars,
Or
right?
Junior. He took
And,
it. It was so game changing.
played
In the
with,
last few months, he ran out of the bottle again. He wanted more. And the first thing he wanted was to take some more before we even
Well, we over there waiting for me. Waiting for
I
me.
want to do the plug, and I appreciate this. Because you came in
it's
saying,
not
I want
John
more of my
Adam,
blue, and then I looked over when you went on the air, you'd already slowed some down. Your mouth was blue. I said, you're Papa Smurf. So, how much is it?
What about Phil Martin?
Including us three Roberts. This is really strong.
You gave me some last time. I think you were on there. You totally feel the difference. I used the bottle you gave me. It's great. It totally makes it. You can feel it. It just keeps your energy level up and plateaued without bonks. So I love it. I used the bottle you gave me, and I came back to Austin to pick up a company.
Well, you can always get it at the AlexJonesShore.com. We'll certainly give you all you want. We also have the capsule. We have the strongest medical grade. It's super good for you. Cleans out your mitochondria. Most people get instant energy, like 9% of people. But it's the workout. It's what does your skin, your libido. So you've been on it a few months.
I also want everybody, when you get your
saying no
companies,
letdown. That's the best part. It's not an amphetamine. It's not speed, but it feels like that.
I see RFK's on it. Yeah, I just used a fat bottle, and so for a couple of weeks I have this great energy, but it's not speed, it's not caffeine, it's nothing like that. It's doing something else for you.
Got to get some of that government money.
Well, it skips
Okay, so sign up
3
with
levels of the oxygenation
Sam.gov and
process
get your
itself.
cage code.
It's just next
They
level.
call it a
It's
cage
incredible.
code, and
And
be
they
ready to go
suppressed
in
it.
and get
And
those
my
nice
doctor 6
deals
years ago
from
said, "Get on it."
from the government.
And I got said,
Okay.
USP grade. It didn't do anything.
So you may be wondering,
and then our sponsor
what do I
had this
do
super
with
strong
the
one.
money
Let me
when I
try
get
it.
it?
Whoa. I mean, it
is
is flimsy
very
operation book's going to tell you
everybody to
gotten our
understand
USP grade,
when you
real
get
USP
that
grade.
money,
Ultimate clean
start
blue,
wanting you to pay that money back
you are missing
right
out.
away.
It's so good for you.
So a lot of people don't
99%
know
of
what they're
it's
going
more
to do
than
with the money.
like 400 people,
I
maybe
asked
2 or 3
before,
didn't
and I
feel
said,
it.
put up a
Some
six.
get totally freaked out. They're going crazy. Some talk to
I
physician
want
first.
money.
Take
I
a
don't
very
know
low
what I'm
dose the
gonna
first
do
time. You can't take it
with
from
it.
SSRIs and
But
other
one of the things I
It
want
is
you to do with
amazing.
it
The Alex
is I want you to sign up.
Yeah, it's not psychosomatic. It's not psychotic. You feel it. You feel it.
I didn't tell you what you were going to feel.
And I want you
How
to go
fast
in
did it kick in and what
and
did you
get
feel?
what they call the cage
I felt it by the time the end of the show. By the time I got the last time I saw it, I felt it probably by the end of the show. By the time I got my car, you feel instant energy, but without the jitteriness of caffeine and focus. What I felt was focus, mental focus. It's probably like why you are as intense as you are.
It's made me more intense. Well, I was taking full doses at first.
Little teeny man,
working out so hard that I had to do it.
Yeah.
I've cut back. The point is, I only take it every 3 days now because it's crazy. Everything we sell is working and is good. That's what I want. I mean, I'm in a restaurant, I'm going to serve dog food to people. They're not going to come back. But I mean, this thing is the most dramatic, quick acting, and it's good for you. It's just insane. And if I could just get a few more percentage of the audience to buy it, all our problems would be solved. Patrick Murray was totally blown away by it, as every other guest.
Nigga, you see this shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm full of all kinds of stuff to say that. Okay. Look up Ross Perot. And I want
I'm on a 4-wheeler right now. I'm on a fucking 4-wheeler.
I want you to think about getting some government.
Got my own 4-wheeler now.
All right. And one of my students.
You ain't gonna get on the 4-wheeler.
And I posted it online.
Well, these guys gonna check it out. Man, I let a nigga dead. They're not dead.
On my ranch, and then we went out to eat.
You're tuned in to
Got anybody get on the 4-wheeler?
with your host.
To the 4-wheeler. There we go. I'm on a 4-wheeler right here. I'm gonna go back on that now.
Government contract, just writing down the stuff that they need for the military.
Who's watching the show? I
Just
did get a
writing
response
down the
back in
stuff they
regards
need, going to
to
different
the children that are missing. As many of you guys know, 145,000 children have been located under this administration, which is obviously a massive, massive victory. That was done to the DHS. There were some cases I'm going to say but they did just respond. So to be fair and balanced, so we'll get to that in a second. In the meantime, though, let's get back to Anthony, because Anthony throughout the United States and how cancer is spiking. So I didn't want to cut you off. We had a commercial there, Anthony. So thank you for staying on the line. Where were you on all this? I know I didn't want to cut you off, but I'll let you just kind of continue to discuss what you were just saying.
This one real quick. Do you know
discussing the
government might say,
Oh yeah, that's a new channel.
move this furniture from this federal building, basic office,
But I keep getting banned. I just caught a strike yesterday.
to the next building across the street.
They're dominant.
I don't know what the fuck I be doing, bro. This shit bogus.
Genetics will eventually bleed over on your plant, especially in like corn.
Contract.
And farmers have been
Every platform I get on, niggas be trying to ban me, nigga. I'm just too bleak.
To the other building.
because of genetic IP.
500,000.
Man, before he got there and get to taking off.
A much
Another
larger
company
problem. And
to
if
move the
you really want to
furniture.
take a look at,
And she paid them $100,000 and made $400,000.
that are bad, take a look at the
Remember,
safety data sheet.
we don't work.
A lot of these
We get the
chemicals
money
are
and we put
fluorine-based,
other people to work.
and
Other
by
people's
listening
money,
to Alex
other people's
for,
ideas, and other
25
people's
years,
efforts.
fluorine ain't that good for thyroids.
Got
And
it.
for,
So
for
I'm not just
human
coming on
metabolic
here,
processes.
just talking out my head
Other
like,
concern
oh,
too,
now that's
with
gay.
research,
That's gay. Go get
if-
$25,000 credit
if
card.
you drive by a field where there's
No,
spraying,
build your company.
and you can
Go
smell
in,
it,
sam.gov, and go get yourself
there's
some
enough
government.
infrastructure,
I don't
that
care what
chemical
you're
coming
doing.
off.
You have time to look into the government contract,
Year,
see what they need,
it gets in the
and
water,
then
it
bid
gets
on
in the
it,
soil.
and go find
But
somebody to do the work,
You can
and
also
just
have
take the rest
a
of the money.
respiratory inhalation issue from those chemicals.
Now, don't that shoot your big foot
it's
up
a
in
really-
your toe?
It's a huge discussion.
Now that we
Take a
got
long
that,
time to
now
really
we know
cover.
we can do something with it,
But,
okay?
the
So
take-home
there's
message is,
many ways to be
cancers,
getting that money.
are
We're talking about
spiking.
Section 8, government
Our
cheese.
You know, because
Get
like
up
Monsanto, they
and
say,
let's
well, in
go
order to
get
break
some of
this
that
stuff down, it's got to
money.
be
All right.
exposed to
Well,
sunlight.
first we have to learn how to get the money.
You apply
Right?
these
All right. So let's get back
chemicals
to
the
this.
canopy of the crop.
So
and
what
that
we're gonna
stuff
do
drops
is we're gonna
and
go
drifts
through this
through
about a
the
minute left about
canopy
me, and I'm
itself,
out of
gets in the
here.
soil,
So that's
doesn't get
we
eaten.
have over here
Sunlight
Dr.
don't break it
Shirley
down.
Weber. She's the Secretary of
flushed
State
down
of
because it
California.
rains.
That's who issues
And
out the
eventually ends up in the
corporation for
water
Secretary
table.
of State, right?
And people
And
who don't
myself
have
over there is
filtration
Kimberly Ellis. She
systems
ran
here,
for the president of the Democratic
which
Party.
you know, my opinion.
Imagine that.
They had to kind of show
And myself over there is a senator,
correlation to
and
the higher
down there's a
temperature
congressman,
because of that stuff.
and the guy in the red tie, he was counsel for 2 presidents.
I mean,
Over there is myself,
that's a big
Congresswoman,
issue.
and
Then
Taisha
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah,
Who's
no, it is
Tasha
a big issue,
Brown?
Anthony. I'm
She
glad you
helps
called
people
on
get
this. We got a
elected
couple other
to
people on the
Congress
line
and
who also
Senate.
want to
She-
discuss
and
the
look her up
food
in San
crisis
Diego.
related issue and
Taisha
all of
Brown.
this, and they're right on
First
board
of
with you
this, first
too.
of
So,
that, all
Anthony,
that.
thank you for the
She's on
breakdown
our
on that front.
website
We
saying,
appreciate it.
"Thank you, Derek,
And yeah,
for
no, it's happening all over the
everything you
country,
teach
especially
me."
throughout the Midwest. I don't think people realize it. Paying enough attention to
Go
it.
check
So,
it out.
yeah.
Okay,
no,
so we got
absolutely.
many more on here I
Let's
could
turn
talk about,
to
but
Chad
we're
in
done.
Minnesota, who also
Let's
wants
go
to
to
weigh
the
in on
next slide.
glyphosate
Let's
as
talk
well.
about
Chad, welcome to
how
the show.
you get the money. All right,
Good morning,
ready?
Brianna.
Good
Thanks
morning.
for taking my call.
Thank you
All
for
right,
calling. We
disclaimer.
appreciate it. What's on
This
your mind?
presentation is for educational purposes.
Looks like
We're not brokers, we're not attorneys, we're not
upset
financial
about that,
advisors, we're not tax professionals.
recent,
If you need anybody in those
executive
areas,
order, but we're
taxes or
dealing, I guess,
anything,
with the military.
please
There's
consult
not
those
much
people. We are here to
can say
give you this
about,
information
or have to say when
because
it's
we believe you're a
military, it
friend,
seems.
and we
But
are
what I'm
also
calling about,
consultants,
and
so
great
we will
calls
continue
today again,
to give you
great
this
show.
information because we believe you're a
Glad
friend.
that you're covering
Got it?
glyphosate
All right,
issues.
now, anyone that's been
And
on here
I think
before,
what-
any guest, any affiliate,
I think
any
what
of our
is
partners, any of our
most
friends
apparent is
that has
that
been on
it's
here
so
before as a
embedded
guest,
into
or is on here
everything.
now, or today,
It's
or tomorrow,
in everything.
even.
It's utilized.
It is all from
So,
our perspective,
you know,
and it's for
we can
educational
stop
purposes.
using
Got it?
it, and we can
Let's get to the next slide. Let's talk about getting
rule
the
it,
money.
you know, make it illegal to use. And
All right,
do-
getting
but
the
we're
money.
still
Credit
going to
Corp
have a
Fund. That's
period
how we're
of
gonna
time
do it.
I just wanna smoke cigarettes every day.
Most people probably have been exposed
Go
to it.
in and say,
Remedies.
I
What are
got
remedies?
that money.
Get,
Now I want
or what are some
2,500
of the
people
remedies to get this out of our
before
body? And
2026 is
the number
over.
one
I
that
want
I've always found, because I've always
2,500
been
people
concerned
No
about
more drama in my life.
I grew up
Now, when
I just wanna pump a set tank over again.
like I said, who got the red, who got the corporate kit?
glycine
And
powder.
everybody at the last seminar was
No more pain, no more pain, no more pain, no more pain. No more drama in my life. I just wanna be sliced and accused over again.
Not just listen to this, but get it going.
just take
A
it,
lot of
you know,
people looking
daily
for
for-
entertainment.
Look at his asshole. He's eating his butt. He's a butt eater.
It's not motivation. I'm not Tony Robbins. That's next door. So if you're here to be
He's got worms because he's leaving up like
you're in
chickens.
the wrong spot. If you're here to
aluminum
say,
is
"Let
also-
me just hear what he got to say,
There's-
then you
I
go
mean, you
back
can-
to whatever
you
you're
can
doing.
detox
You're in the
with
wrong
zeolite.
spot. If you're here to just
I
learn
know
about
that
getting 100,000 like
your
everybody else teach,
Kelsey
why would you
Sheeran,
need me?
I'm pretty sure
That's
she had a bottle of
just go on the
Masterpiece
internet and say,
zeolite.
Worms.
Might want to
funding
talk to her
for
about it, see what
100,000,
she thinks
200.
about that.
That nigga would.
I just noticed
This nigga
one
sliced dog
interview,
nuts.
on your show and others. And
That don't got wormies.
and that was also helpful.
I want
That
you to know
Masterpiece was part
if
of
you're here to help your
the
children or help yourself
detoxification
go
that,
to higher levels, and
the
nobody's
guest, where he
driving up
was
in their car
scanning
and pulling over,
Alec.
knocking on your
Oh,
door.
nigga,
and
it's a
saying,
fucking
"Let
animal."
me teach you how to go in and get,
Finding
you know,
the,
1, 2, 3, 4,
transmitters or the,
$500,000,
the
and then
Dude, nigga, dogs are gross, nigga. I make that girl
then let me
starve.
teach you the private area on how to get.
Get a bitch starve.
I think just
Her
overall,
doggy
it's
starves.
because I called in
billion is
and
not a lot.
talked about
This is a
biocheck.
trillion
You're
dollars.
not-
Elon Musk
you're
is
not
a
doggy
billionaire.
starve, nigga.
They're actually going to add a MAHA certified
Okay, you're in
certification.
the right spot
Yeah,
if
they're
you
based
want
in
to go.
Florida.
I don't know what level
He
you
gets
wanna
that
go
once a
to.
week.
Florida,
He knows
Dr.
his schedule.
McCullough, he's out of Florida.
Maybe you
These
just
people
want to
have
pick
In
it
fact,
up
he
in a
eats
nice
tomorrow.
Mercedes.
in the right direction.
That's okay.
And
It's
you know, it's hard
okay.
to
I
use
tell
it.
people all
I
the
can't
time,
find
you don't
any
have to be a
bread.
millionaire.
And I
So
was
every
looking at
Saturday,
it, there's a
tomorrow.
millionaire,
But
is this
just
sprayed?
know if
I
it's
can't find
something
any
that
bread
you
that
wanted, you
is
have the information
glyphosate-free.
available to you.
So I'm feeding you, nigga. Motherfucker, nigga.
I want to know out there.
What criteria do?
one or two.
Curious ass nigga say you gonna feed them how many you feed them on the plate.
People out there, out of the three choices,
probably
they want
start loading up on
$100,000.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, no more drama in my life.
Our reporter is now ready to go. But Chad,
I don't ever wanna hurt again. No more pain, no more pain, no more pain. No, these niggas spun this nigga out, boy. Goddamn, boy. That's not this thing. That's you want to money food you gave.
trying to make my own
I'm with the motherfucking goddamn Montana Kenny to the highest motherfucker.
again.
So this way I know.
All units entering in the Bravo. On my command, stay tight, stay tight. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Stay with your battle buddy at all times.
For me, if that's the key to getting around all of this when it comes to bread. Folks, if you're on hold right now, stay put.
Nigga, Lieutenant Buddha, nigga, yeah, I mean, special agent. This is special agent Money Buddha. All units go up on the Delta. We're moving the Delta to take the hill. We're taking the hill on Delta. Move up, move up. No more pain, no more pain. No more drama in my life. This nigga sliced up the no more pain. More drama in my life.
Dan, what's the latest on this? Because real IDs, I was told, are IDs that are supposed to verify your information, and that's
who is that? Stay slimy. Who is that?
And exactly, and so there's a couple actually different crash stories that we covered just in the last few days here.
All units be advised, I got 10 bullets. I only got 10 rounds. Multiple units on high command on the death room.
Reports indicate that it was a construction pickup, but it's unclear exactly what kind of pickup it has said.
All units be advised, this is Money Buddha coming in.
And this suspect,
no more drama in my life.
Out of Maryland, who was issued a driver's license out of Maryland, even though he's literally in the country and ran over a woman, 44-year-old Rebecca Funt.
How do you see me going to work, nigga?
In Pennsylvania, in Littleton.
How you see a nigga in here taking over the back, nigga? I'm behind enemy line.
And of course, we have this other incident.
I'm behind enemy lines on the motherfucking backfield.
In Indiana, we've had so many of these. Big rig driver, illegal alien from India, has been in the country illegally, according to reports, and we're still working on getting more info because the feds have been very tight-lipped about this one.
How's he able to?
This guy, Singh, they're all named Singh. All these drivers are named Singh. He was led to the country in 2018. Unfortunately, under the first Trump administration, indications that he entered the country across the border as an unaccompanied minor.
That's okay too.
And so the
You ain't gonna be an unaccompanied minor.
And released him into the country in custody of either a sponsor or a family member. And it looks like he was arrested.
All units be advised, I need backup on the left side of the Delta. Where's my squadron? I need squadron.
He apparently had a CDL, a commercial driver's license issued by the
I need my squadron. I need multiple bogies on my squadron.
Residents of the United States who are then proceeding to become truck drivers with these CDLs and apparently moved to India.
All units engage Charlie. All units fall into Charlie and engage the enemy. Grenade.
Able to transfer his New York CDL to Indiana CDL. It looks like it was a real ID, and it looks like it was a temporary non-domiciled CDL. So Indiana is also issuing these non-domiciled CDLs. And unfortunately,
Reloading engage. Securing Charlie. I need multiple bogies.
Was passing through an intersection. And it looks like, according to investigators, that Singh ran a red light in the Freightliner semi-trailer that he was driving and crashed.
Push up, all units securing Delta. Delta is secure. Moving into Charlie.
This guy was taken into custody, according to the information that we have by Indiana State Police.
Lay his ass down. I know you see me with that big dog. You see that?
Another American life lost on American roadways to illegal alien drivers. Just the nightmare never ends.
Black.
unless we make these politicians and allow them access to our DMVs, unless we hold these politicians accountable by suing them. I mean, it's a never-ending story, and I feel like we're talking about this all the time now, that there are illegal aliens using their vehicles.
Oh, I got eyes on the tank.
Go down and mow down American citizens. Now, obviously, I'm not insinuating that this was intentional, of course.
I don't let me target this
is
nigga.
a lot of these people are not educated enough. They don't have any educational background.
You want to learn?
Here from third world countries, they can't read our signs, they don't understand things. And I drive around Texas all the time. I'm a driver myself, and I can tell you, I joke all the time and say that person's probably not a U.S. citizen when I'm driving behind someone who's driving.
Push up, we lost control of Delta. Where's my quadrant?
Our speed limits, our get out of the left lane.
Saddle up.
Rule that we have here, and it's just so infuriating that this is what's going on in this country. But again, it's all self-inflicted because Democrats want to give illegals driver's licenses.
Coming into Charlie.
And then they just look the other way when they're causing car accidents. And it's sad that the Treasury is
Lane suppressive fire.
Technically a red state with a Republican government, and so even red states are giving non-domiciled CDLs as well. And you mentioned, sorry to interrupt, but you mentioned that these people aren't necessarily educated enough, or they don't have a command of the language in order to get behind the wheel. But they also, in my opinion, they don't have the morality to keep themselves from getting behind the wheel. They know they don't understand the road signs or the road rules, and yet they're still getting 80,000-pound land missiles and killing Americans left and right. And you see every after photo taken by law enforcement, these guys have no expression.
No hitting. What's up with HK over there eating raw fish? They need,
as would most of the audience. These guys couldn't care less. And we've seen even on the dash cam footage.
Tell that nigga I said what's up, he gonna be like, fuck that nigga. He gonna be like, hell,
Secretaries of
doesn't matter. He just
working.
Yes, they were. I think they may have.
I want you to look at this
as well, which is just another story.
that mean wings.
There's a tale where a
Take
crisis.
on, jump on.
Which is to me is tragic.
Evil one, big dog. You don't know how to fly, and you ain't got your wings, nigga. Oh, he ain't got his wings. Oh, hell, big nigga ain't got his wings. This Eagle One, niner.
And again, these people need to be held accountable specifically.
This is Eagle One, Fox 2.
Towards the individuals who they're allowing to flood into our country, but not empathetic.
Fox 2.
That's the issue that I have with this entire.
He ain't got his wings, dog. This nigga ain't got his wings.
Which is another organization that you and your brother, you guys run. Your mom's also
Coming back in.
There
you go. There you go. There we go. Fire him,
you guys have been covering extensively.
You don't kill me, man. How many kill me in this damn thing?
Agents, and you were able to get a look at Operation.
Go low. I can't do the maneuvers. I made the maneuvers.
Targeting and all of this.
What does that say?
Report, you break down the latest.
Here we go. Fire wheel.
We were invited by ICE to embed them for a day on an operation.
Got money. That's not
This took place
Whoa,
This was the third
I cannot shoot missiles.
operation. They've been doing it every few months there.
It's
What they're doing is they are
when you do first shoot, you make a cloud shoot.
where many of the lift
There you go. Oh, yeah, the BFI. We moving on the Helio 1 and Victor House. Helio. Keep around.
where these guys and these women are
What is straight run? What is the straight run? Maybe people do this.
ship passengers that are disembarking. And a lot of them are full by like 4 or 5 a.m. because they know that these
There we go. Ain't goes the enemy.
I believe there were 6
Oh no, I'm fucking shut me out the joint.
This is a multi-agency effort. We had the FBI involved.
You snap me out. Even one. I'm trying to do it. Even one, I'm on there.
County Sheriff.
Even one. Yeah.
Other agencies. There were dozens.
Land this motherfucker, I can heal it. I think I got what it takes to heal it.
So basically, the storm is locked where all these people are waiting in their dark cars in a very dark.
I'm the red say, what you gonna get on there? I got that shit.
Questioning drivers, and so that was going on for a few hours. Where they rounded
Here we go. I got me. I got luck. 20 and 2 flares. 20 and 2.
They also had the sheriff's deputies watching the roads for drivers.
Reload.
And they stressed the
He got in there goddamn touch.
encounters. Anyone who wanted to leave was allowed to. However, the sheriff's deputies were monitoring the roadways.
Evasive maneuvers. I like this guy. Within this motherfucker. I see you can throw the squares, nigga.
In a different mental capacity, if they felt like they were getting away from law enforcement, they were making a lot of errors on the roads, and the deputies were pulling them over and questioning them there. So there were a couple of apprehensions right on the road.
Somebody who can fly this motherfucker.
That the illegals had caught on to these raids.
Straight run.
Parking their cars.
Whoa, you got to come back around. Oh, man, back here. Whoa,
drivers are getting cut in line by these illegals who apparently, we were told, are using some sort of software.
We were just doing our thing. We were doing our thing. Here in the trolley. I'm going to be about it. Entering in the trolley. Multiple bogies.
Drivers also wait in a queue behind others if there's a big surge of passengers for them to get their allotted fare. And so these illegals are somehow...
That's gone now. That was a limited time event.
And so the legal drivers were totally fine with turning them in, so to speak, or letting them know where we should go look for them. So we went to a racetrack gas station, and there we found more drivers waiting. And so in total, there were 18 apprehensions. They were all in the country illegally. One of them had a pretty disturbing criminal history and had been previously deported as well. And so this was a great operation. And I have to stress to our viewers,
I didn't see that.
Florida is far
Operating with
the federal government, the Trump administration, in this immigration crackdown, illegal immigration crackdown, and all of the federal agents that I talked to said Florida is the gold standard right now. So that's really great. I mean, Florida has more than 287 G partnerships.
Oh, there, a bunch of niggas came around that corner. Who's that?
So ICE and their partners.
What's your side? What's your side? What's your
was just arrested, an illegal alien, for raping a woman and sodomizing her.
Go back around there again, see where they at.
So very important that we're getting these guys off the roads. And
there he is. Pop his ass, got my revenge. Got my revenge.
Get in often, and the driver doesn't speak a word of English. And this is also ties back into what we were talking about earlier. These guys don't understand.
Hold on, I'm spawning on Bravo. Give me a vehicle. I need a vehicle.
Where you might get raped at gunpoint, or the person driving doesn't know a word of English and they're just scamming the system. And in many cases,
They got that gunplay.
we found out just one more example.
Then you go to work on them, you know.
Putting bike racks strategically.
If you was actually making money selling drugs, you can fucking buy you a PlayStation right quick.
And not have to pay the toll, but Uber still reimburses for the toll. Of course, passes that charge on to the customer. These guys are getting even collecting, the toll fares and not being charged for it by scamming the system that way. So we find layer after layer after layer, these people invest so much ingenuity, time, and energy into scamming the United States and American citizens and cutting lines, literally.
Yeah, well, Dan, this is the reason why we want these people gone, and it's so infuriating.
I'm about to spawn in the big no. I'm spawning in the big rig.
But I actually am very serious.
Moving in with the Bradley. The Bradley's going to move.
Those self-driving vehicles that go around and they'll pick you up, and when you're driving or when you're requesting a vehicle, Uber will ask you.
All tax for you to fear box. Ready and engaged the enemy. Moving in on Bronco.
Say, it's probably safer to go with a self-driving vehicle rather than Muhammad driving me around. But I know a lot of people. Some people don't really care about
Let's hang into the smoke.
But the reality of it is I've gotten into cars before where I've had the Uber drivers. It's 2 a.m. and he probably thinks that I'm just drunk, but I just couldn't.
Territory secure. We lost secure. Bronco moving to Johnson.
Anyways, you'll be late at night.
All you to be advised. Prepare and engage.
And linger. So there's a
Helio.
We've had enough of these individuals. Of course, they're foreigners. They're not American men. And yeah, I'm not saying American men don't rape. Obviously, we know that they do obviously do that. But it's a significantly higher statistic. Aliens who are manipulating these apps when they are not being honest with who they are because they think they can get away with it. I mean, this is definitely a serious issue. And I get it, Lyft and Uber, it's a massive platform, so it's really hard for them to sift through everything, but there needs to be a better job done. And I know there's pending lawsuits also as well that allege that. But Dan, before you go, I wanted to get your quick reaction. We got about 2 minutes left.
There you go, lay his ass down. All you to be advised. Scorpion 2, entering in the vehicle.
These were the unaccompanied minor children that were shuffled into the country under the Biden regime. So far, according to Home, they've rescued 145,000 1,000 children.
Private smoke, private smoke, invasive smoke.
But that's the number he's throwing out there right now. So I asked the DOJ specifically.
Get out of there, brother. Pull it back. Pull it back. Evasive maneuvers.
Traffickers, those cartel members who were picking up those children and bringing them to whether it was slavery, they were having to do.
Coming back around. I'm coming back around.
Paying them pennies on the dollar for whatever they were having.
There they are. Contact.
Traffic. The DOJ initially.
Reload and engage. Reload and engage.
On air, I put it on Twitter as well. But just when you were on air with us, they have since responded, and they detailed that they are actually actively investigating a lot of these cases. Now, they didn't give me an example.
Reload and engage. Secure and Delta.
Into it though, and they will get back to me.
He's on top of the bill. Don't think.
Myself and obviously the DOJ. They are looking into a lot of and these sponsors were not being honest. And the DOJ is also investigating and prosecuting adults who fraudulently posed
helicopter.
Now they've listed so far about 6 different cases of potential ongoing charges in reaction to
this nigga said Don Julio. Oh my God.
Reactions to the DOJ saying they are investigating and potentially going to be charging these individuals, but they only have about 6 charges on the book, or 6 individuals being charged on the book. So
that nigga fucking Scooter gun nigga. Nobody keep it sweet. I called on him.
Right before we went live, I saw the
fucked up. I'm the nigga that called on this nigga.
sponsor for these UACs.
That man get everybody locked up. If it ain't me.
Out of Indiana,
Everybody.
and as a UAC, these people can claim. I mean, if you look like you might be under 18, you can claim whatever you want and just say I don't have any paperwork. So this Indian driver may well not have been under 18. He claimed to be essentially 17 when he came to the country, and he's lived here ever since, and then killed an American citizen apparently.
Hold down Bravo, all Delta. Hold down Delta. We moving over to Charlie to secure the victory. All units be advised. Coordinate on my position. We're moving to Charlie.
we'll come back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We're moving in. The Helio strike. Bring that Helio straight into Charlie. Shots fired. Contact. I'm hitting the gun. I'm down. Man down. Man down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. Move the Echo. All units. Aggressive maneuver the Echo. Who that? Who that? I'm spawning in on Helio. Helio inside. Helio be fine. We're trying to need a big wheel with that goddamn thing. Move a quick about. Move. Coming around the brown face, the brown face. Boy, you gotta learn how to fly this motherfucker. You need your wings. You can get in.
So that's a PG. So let's talk about.
Nigga, I abandoned that jump. I abandoned shit.
Some people say this right here. What is
Oh, print it. There we go. Scorpion 1, Scorpion 1, print it. Eagle 1, locking.
And they say to me.
And he kept his head down. He keeping this shit low. Keeping low. I'm about to strike his ass.
I got a 480
ball cap at theoliveshowstore.com.
Nigga stupid. All units secure Charlie. Do we expect Charlie? Don't let him take it. Fire wheel on the Charlie. All units, give me everything you got. Engage the enemy.
This is a credit-based society. This is capitalism.
It's really no commitment. You just get better deals. Canceling time for free. One click.
Ain't home to be bitch. Yeah, but they not saying nothing. Only niggas with a mic.
Share the live feeds of the show. Tell folks about those local AM and FM stations, cable stations. That's how we reach the people, and that's how we change the world.
You hear that? They just hear me coming through the screen like you hear me.
They want you to have a good FICO. A credit score is just a score. A FICO is many things. So let's
Hell yeah. They need to have group chat, proximity chat, and squad chat. Need all the 3 chats. They be bullshit. Grenade, we secure Charlie. Victory is imminent. We're about to win the game. All units, hit the deck. Hit the gun, damn play.
Dan, I kind of apply a little pressure, and I try talking as fast as I can, but I always trip on my words.
On Charlie, I'm on Charlie. Be advised. All units, be advised. I'm behind enemy lines. Behind enemy lines.
Prosecuting and the animals that smuggle them into this country. I wanted to hear the lesson.
They go a four-wheeler. Somebody brought a four-wheeler in here.
Well, I was just tying it to some things that we've already talked about today, some things I saw right before we went live. And
You down over there, brother? I'm coming, brother. Never mind, grenade. I can't get you, brother. Maybe I can. No. That's game, boys. We won that. GG's. Another victory. That was back-to-back W's right there. I know you seen that.
So don't worry about that. And she was brought into the country as a baby, as a 1-year-old, I believe, and transferred or given over to the custody of a sponsor who I believe was like a distant uncle. And so while she lived with his uncle for years, she was sexually abused, raped by him, and also apparently one of his friends, or many of his friends. At least 2 people were arrested on that side of things. I believe in the Houston area. So she spent years in just absolute hell, and then was either kidnapped or taken away or transferred over to these 2 women who were just indicted in the last week or 2, who then forced her to perform slave labor around their house and make her sleep on the floor and chain her to chairs and refuse to feed her properly. And so this girl endured the first 12 years of her life like that at the hands of family members and quote-unquote
my first single. I know the world is mine.
Severely malnourished. And so anyways, that's one of these children who just disappeared into the country in the last 10, 12 years. And I'm sure there are many cases like that. And to me, the trafficking of the children and just what has become of them and within our own borders, that just allowed to just disappear and handed over to these predators. It really is the most heartbreaking aspect of the entire open border.
I know you see this shit, nigga. Boy, I'm about to go to California. You see that county?
Like I said, I'm sure
you think about to go to Cali.
That are very similar to it.
Put him on his shoulder.
Yeah, no, very, very sad. And Dan, it's so crazy that we're in this situation right now. Again, this was all imposed on us by the Biden regime. And again, DOJ, no arrest there either. I mean, these people belong in prison who participated in the largest human trafficking scandal we've seen in this country's history. And it's just so frustrating.
The largest human trafficking operation in world history. I mean, this is
you ain't gonna be doing no human trafficking.
The country, large number of them trafficked. And then, of course, the children, the largest sex trafficking operation in world history, the largest child.
Whoa, I'm in Cali now. Whoa, we're in California now.
Saw that. And of course, it's been going on for much longer. This was happening during the Trump years as well. As you recall, there was a huge
spike. They're gonna go to California.
Trump years about halfway through his first term, and a lot of them were unaccompanied minors. And the previous DHS head there was saying that these kids get trafficked across the border to enable the adults that are with them who claim to be family members to come into the country. The kids then get trafficked back across the border and reused to enable more adults to come into the country. Absolute horror show. And in many cases, we've seen a lot of videos that actually got censored by social media platforms involving children who were clearly drugged and abused, who were being brought to the border. Yep, just this one.
So units, hold Alpha, go to Alpha, back. About face Alpha.
Just the horrors that they went through, getting shuttled back and forth, and crimes that were committed against them. It is absolutely heartbreaking. We said it a lot. I want to make sure everybody listening. American taxpayers. It is unconscionable. It's totally demonic. And the fact that people are getting incarcerated, tried, and executed for these crimes is a tragedy.
I'm on board with that. Anyone who hurts children, anyone who uses children, I don't even know the numbers of how many of these children were actually stolen from their biological parents and used to get into the country. I can only imagine what those numbers are. But again, these people are coming from third world countries. Behind the scenes.
You supposed to be on here with it, nigga. You supposed to be live on the chat.
And over at Border Hawk News, we appreciate it.
I know you thought they had a little dog. You ought to be the moderator. You supposed to be the moderator.
Thank you for jumping on. Folks, we're taking your calls.
Go John. Your support. Today and tomorrow are the last days to get 100.
Oh yeah, I'm about to look that shit up. I never gone that far.
Amazing raffle for both of the offerings of the Shelby Mustang and the awesome Ford off-road truck. When you get 100x for every dollar you spend on the store, put it in the raffle.
Somebody said I wasn't typing fast enough.
Just the next 2 days, all that's left. Get both vehicles.
Okay, Michelle.
Every order in the site for a very limited time is this hat. classic design that I
Oh, popping these niggas.
and it's
I'm popping niggas in the background.
around 76. It's simple, it's clean, and it's just exciting. And
All right, let's say it. All right,
every order,
those that don't, I need you to know it.
time,
You have experience.
1776
Equifax Business,
at
Small Business Financial Exchange, Dun & Bradstreet, and PayNet. There's many of them, but those are the main five. I'm going to say it again. Let's write it down. I hope you have a pencil and paper.
You're tuned in to the American Journal with your host, Brianna Morello.
Small Business Financial Exchange.
You're all here today. All right, we're taking some calls.
Dun &
And then
Bradstreet.
later down, we'll be talking to my girl Mel K. Starting the show, a lot of sound off in regard to the Epstein files. But let's start working our way back down the
Credit
caller
safe?
list.
No,
We got
not
Rex
credit safe.
in Colorado. Rex, what's on your mind?
Edison Valencia.
Hey, Brianna.
Experian Business.
First time calling in.
Equifax
welcome to the
Business.
show.
Small
It's
Business
exciting to have you
Financial
on.
Exchange. That's
Thank
banks
you.
talking to
You're
banks.
awesome. I want to
Dun
talk
&
about the
Bradstreet
Board of Peace
and PayNet.
yesterday.
Damn, I took one to the chest right there.
Now, why should we know this?
20 of them.
On my squadron, push up and secure Bravo. They're moving in on Bravo. Lighten out. Move the line.
We are smarter than anybody on that internet.
And the ISF,
Right?
which is the
So
International
what we want to do
Stabilization
is
Force.
we want to go in and
I'm a
understand if
Christian,
you
I'm a
want a car,
conservative, I voted for Trump 3 times.
they're going to
And,
check PayNet.
I don't know,
Because that's
I just feel like
equipment
this is
loans.
really
That's your,
sketchy with
that's your
everything going on
phone.
with
That's
all the Epstein stuff.
your computer.
You know,
That's
just
fax machines,
feels
copy
like a bad
machines.
horror movie. And
Heavy equipment, cars.
I feel like they're lying to us. Everyone knows it.
Stuff for your office
they
furniture
obviously,
for
like,
your business.
blackmailed
Those
all our
are called
leaders.
equipment loans.
And
So build up your
They have the
PayNet.
Noah Hyde laws.
Because you
I'm
know
not
what you
trying to
want
get
for
into
your
all
business,
that,
so know
but
where to
that
go
stuff's
and who to
scary
build
to
up
people like
to
me
get what you want.
that feel like
All right.
we were completely lied to.
Dun & Bradstreet.
And,
Some people will say, look at your quill. Look at you. You're
I feel like we should
alive.
be talking about it.
Right.
No one's even covering or talking about what happened yesterday. And
Those
to
are
me, it's like,
Dun & Bradstreet.
did we just use the covenant with Minnie?
That's when you
the
get a car. You
Antichrist,
can't use the money.
who is
I know you see a nigga. That's a nigga. That's me.
And sometimes
I'm just bringing that girl on a nigga.
the chairman of the
He's
board.
the
merchant accounts.
I'm bringing that AK for you, nigga. You want to be an AK ass nigga? I'm gonna bring up the AK.
How I feel. That's
But
really what I
anyway,
wanted to say.
you might say,
Well, Rex, you're not alone. I actually posted about this yesterday on X because I was fired up when I saw this.
It's not my dad. There we go. I'm gonna bring out that.
We'll take our money, I guess. I guess that's where it's coming from, but there's really no specifics on it as of yet. But apparently, we're going to be putting in about $10 billion into it.
There, look, there he is.
Yesterday, I was
There that Joan at. Where the Joan I was fucking with earlier? There we go.
taking up these days. You know, the glyphosate thing kind of.
This Joan, this the gun that got me a strike on YouTube. I came around the corner and hit a nigga so hard they banned. They said, "Oh hell, nah, get this nigga a strike."
As if we had any role in any of that, it isn't real, obviously. But what about rebuilding American communities? I mean, $10 billion would be life-changing for so many Americans. Yeah, Rex, what were you going to say there?
get an installment line.
It's a joke. They obviously
This is
don't.
audience.
No, they don't. They make you stay all the way back here to hold this position.
It's like,
Taking in what I'm
you
putting
know,
out. Right?
people like me, just regular,
going to go
30-something-year-old dudes born in
And get
Texas, are
$100,000,
just
$1 million
completely
in
tossed to the side
installment
for
line.
literally anyone else. And they don't
What
represent our country.
bureau are they going to
represent
check?
themselves, the upper echelon elite, and possibly a foreign country.
Installment line.
It's not right. Not right at all.
$100,000,
And you know,
$1 million,
it's
$10
suspicious when you see
million.
the breakdown, right? Because you see Jared Kushner up
And
there.
then there's not a moderator in the chat about to go live. They got Slice Bandicoot on the chat. Money cool to make sure y'all like and subscribe. Go to this joint. We live, motherfucker.
Pretend like, oh, thank you, Jared, for help. It sounds good. It sounds
See everywhere, dog. We about to lose this
good.
job.
We like that. But
The team not doing their job. They got to hold the line.
UN until it's at the end of
Small
2027.
Business Financial
As far as my
Exchange is who
understanding,
you
they are
have
going
to
to
check.
transition it to
All right.
the U.S.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that didn't want to
And
jump
they
into
already planting the
multiple
ball.
countries because they thought that this was going to replace that. I think it was the Vatican that said that they didn't want to do this.
Start lagging. Let me
They're
see.
afraid this is going to try to replace the UN or it was a challenge to the UN. So I think there's a lot of questions there, but I was fired up again about this. It's like a pile
Oh, he's not that. That's delayed. That's because you're hearing two different audio sources.
I'm with you on this. I don't see the benefits of this at all. And again, this is our taxpayer money potentially going to be going. I can't imagine anyone else money being poured into this, being shifted over.
But the game is also delayed. It's a 15-second delay on the game.
Vacation front, and this is why so many people were critical about Israel's response in all of this, because Israel completely depleted the area, and they used the justification of the terror attack of October 7th. And again, when October 7th happened, I was like, hey, you have to respond to that. That was my initial reaction. You can't just let that happen to your people. But then you see the reports that Israel knew that this was going to happen. In fact, Egypt saying that they gave them intel, and then our own government confirming that, yes, Israel did receive intel from Egypt saying that this was going to happen. And it's really hard to wrap my mind around the fact that Israel, which obviously has a very top-notch military response, and we all know that their 18-year-olds, their 19-year-olds walk around with their AKs attached to them. It's really hard for me to understand how this happened, right? Because these guys had their homemade propeller planes that they came in here, or not even planes, but they came in here on those. And I mean, nobody detected this. The whole story itself is strange. We never got a straight answer on it. And again, you have to respond to a terror attack. What Hamas did was absolutely egregious. But if there was a lack of response and Israel knew about this in advance, then we have every right to be critical about this. But my frustration is that, Israel responded to it, and I understand why they responded to it. Again, I'm kind of neutral on the subject matter, honestly, between both Israel and how everyone else feels about it with the Middle East. And I usually stay out of that one. But this one has me fired up because it's not our responsibility as American taxpayers to not only pay for Israel to go out there and to get the weapons to do what they did to Gaza, but now we have to pay to reconstruct Gaza. It's absolute garbage. It's a money laundering scheme, and I've just had enough of it. I truly have. Rex, thanks for calling. It's another issue that I'm fired up on this beautiful Friday morning. I don't know. I don't know where we are really as a country right now, and it's really frustrating that this is all going on over here. Rex, thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. Tim's calling back in this week. Tim, welcome back to the show.
Some people. 10,000 of some people,
good morning, America.
10 million of some people, billions of dollars. What's the difference in you and them?
At all. I don't think that the algorithm is conveying the messages that we're putting out
their company to justify getting the money.
202-456-1111. I mean, if anything, Alex should be bullhorning Trump right now. I mean,
I don't know if you're quite getting
it's gone
this.
sideways, and we have to admit it, and we have to make the necessary steps to make it better. But
if we're just walk in the bank and you say, "This is my excuse," you say, "This is my business,"
I think the
and I need
vampire class
this
had
much
it right
money
to begin
to
with.
do
We are
what I'm talking about.
We should just
get the money,
commit seppuku politically, and just run up like flags.
Get the money
act like
first,
and
then you from the bank or investor,
we
then
are
you
now
go
in the
do
battle
the business.
of good versus evil. Thank you very much.
How many
Thank you,
people
Tim.
out
Tim,
there
I'm here when you
will
call.
never
Susie Wiles
trust
picks up directly. And then she puts you on
go in
hold and then never
get
gets
their
the call.
company. I'm
No,
getting my
that's a bad
LLC.
joke.
I got my
But
company.
no, I mean,
I'm
Tim,
getting ready to make a
I'm
lot
on
of
with it.
money.
I mean, Alex has been sounding off on it.
You gonna go work for it?
I want to be I want to be a little optimistic, right? Because a lot of these people, and there have been incredible people who watch this show, who watch InfoWars, who made their way into the administration, and they're just exhausted. I mean, they're trying their best, but they're up against the machine. They're outnumbered. There's billions of dollars obviously involved in a lot of this too. When we talk about glyphosate, that's just the beginning of the lobbying money that's being poured in right now. It's a continuous beatdown for these folks. I talk to them quite often. They are patriots. They love this country. In fact, they will often watch and they'll shoot me messages about what we're talking about, if we're on the ball or not. And so there are some great, incredible people out there, and I want to remind our audience of that. Although I'm fired up this morning, there are some great Americans who are working right now in this administration who are trying their best to battle all of this. And it's a battle on all fronts. It's a battle on all fronts. But just know, for folks at home, that there are still some brave individuals on the line right now trying their very best to fight back, to push back, and to help make sure that the MAGA agenda, which we were promised during the campaign, is fulfilled. And so we hope that they could win this battle. But again, I mean, they give us little snippets. They give me little snippets, and we try to tell you all on air what's going on behind the scenes. but they are in this battle, and we are very thankful for just that. I wanted to make sure that I'm thankful for them after I kind of just went a little rant. So Tim Seattle, thank you for calling as always. We appreciate it. Let us turn to Mike in Georgia. Mike, thanks for holding. What's on your mind?
Hey, Brianna. Hey, listeners, get the Sheila Jit. That stuff works well. I'm a retired Marine, and after all those years of running around with all that gear on, kind of feel as they get a little bit older.
But anyway, looking for money. So how about,
as far as the Iran situation,
what about a novel idea?
One thing we have to remember,
you want money,
and I've got a lot of experience
who has
in that
more
part of the
money?
Right here, look at this one. You ain't fucking gangster. You'll never do that. They're talking, you gonna take the gun from me.
That's the case with Iran right now. This is much older than
would you go looking to try to go buy trucks
Thomas
and
Jefferson
save
knew
up
that
to get
Islam
trucks
was incompatible with
and save up to do all this business?
America.
When
He
you
knew
can
if
just
we
go and
bent
get
the knee
some
to these people, they would just ask
money.
for more and more and more. This is we were fighting Islam long before the current state of Israel ever existed.
But Mr. Whitehead, I don't get it.
Now, as far as that goes, the war is a war, quote unquote, a war.
You're a capitalist. You're looking for
Iran
money.
Is inevitable, and it's probably already happening right
saying,
now. All this
I'm looking to do hair. I'm opening up my hair shop. You got money?
With our strategy during the GWAT, which was position. Iraq, Afghanistan. We already
my
have
friend lent me some money.
Look at this dog right here. You ain't gonna run it. You ain't going. I got
problem there. Even behind 9/11, they're the money people.
Now that we understand,
and we say, look
we
around
can borrow
we would not be in this situation
a lot
right
more money
Having said all
than
that,
we ever can and be rich faster than you ever can.
We're going to fight this
working for
this battle with Iran with our technology.
See that bigger?
If I built it right,
forces inside Iran, it's just not. It's not
look, they still trying.
It'll be
getting trucks and selling cars or braiding hair. You know how much hair you have to braid?
Now transitioning to
business
topics today. All of this that you're seeing right now between Republicans and Democrats,
you
left
understand
and right, is a battle
where I'm
for this
coming
technology.
from. Now let's go back into
technology that has been
all right, so we're going to go credit
say,
corporation funding. We're going to use our credit. We're going to go in, get $1 to
Didn't
we're going to go in and go to the next level on the first level and get $1.
Then
we're going to go to the second level. That's 100 air. I call it 100 air. And then we're going to go to the next level and become a millionaire. And then go get stuck on $1 million. It's not a lot of money. It's not 1965.
On the battlefield,
all right.
could actually cause damage.
All right.
To our
After we do that, then we're going to keep going because we're on that horizontal.
I ain't going over there.
Control of that technology.
All right. So we talk about the FICO. The FICO is comprised of many things, and that's how you get your credit together. If you want to get your credit together, you have some negative things on there, some things that you believe are inaccurate. Well, the government says that if there's something on your credit inaccurate, you need to get it off. Right? Because it has to come off. So if you believe something is inaccurate, I'm not looking at your credit. I don't know. But if you believe it's inaccurate, I want you to download the FTC affidavit. FTC affidavit.
You can't go lay your life down for this.
Fill that thing out and follow the instructions. Fill in your driver's license, get your driver's license, a place where you stay, like a bill, put that in there, color copy your driver's license, color copy of your social.
Now,
mail those things
there are
in
many different ways to address this issue
dispute
from
that
our perspective
with
as
your
citizens of the United
FTC
States.
affidavit.
But
It's
every
free
single one of
online.
them
Download that. But first, we're going to shut down all the third-party bureaus, such as CoreLogic, LexisNexis. So rather go through all this lines of stuff, I want you to go in Google and look at third-party bureaus. And when they show you, to their site and opt out. So now when the bureau's going to check, there's nobody to check.
That's what we have to do. We have to.
Got it?
And
Probably going to read them.
Say, I'm willing
so now we talk about Credit Corp Fund. Now let's go to you want to have a good FICO and get your stuff together. If you have any questions, let's go to question and answer and let's get it. If I can answer your questions, I'll do the best I can. All right, so now let's go to corporation. Next slide. Credit Corp Fund. The first thing we're going to talk about is structuring your corporation the right way. Why do we need this? You need to know know how to structure our
They ran
company.
off the federal
So
government
when
for
the
all
banks
intents and purposes.
look at
And
your
the strategy
company,
there is, yeah, suffer
they
through
look
it.
at your
You deal with
excuse.
it. And
I
that's what we
mean
need
your
to do as a people. We need to
company.
set states like Minnesota. You want to live like
And
that?
then Nick feels
That's
niggas
what
from
you want to
100.
say.
The only niggas who could reach underground, nigga. I don't know how that.
That's the only way, Brianna.
It's
I'm
like you
gonna tell you,
could that nigga your degree. You supposed to do
You're
2
going
years.
to go in
need to do, and this
and make it and
politician's gonna do
structure
it,
it properly because
they're not going to do anything.
let me tell you
because
something.
they can't do
Right.
anything. They
I used
can't.
to teach
It's too
some of these
big.
people.
It's too intertwined. It's too connected.
A banker
The only way you
can
can do
see.
it. How do you
A
do that?
banker
Ask
can
yourself
see
that question, listeners.
a
How would I
rookie
stop them from doing
or
what
That's
they
what
do?
the church
What
did.
happens when everybody complains when the government shut down?
Got rid of that shit.
People don't get
a
funding.
rookie or a
Well, guess what you do?
rookette, right?
You stop the
They
funding.
can see a
It's like
rookie
they-
or a
Leave that up
rookette
to the individual
a mile
citizen
away.
to figure out what the best way to do
That's
that
the
is.
first-
But if we don't do it collectively,
Okay.
we are done.
Boys, don't fucking song.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the time.
No, Mike, well, thank you for calling in and thank you for your service. We appreciate it.
When
No, you're 1,000%
the
correct.
first 5 minutes
And the line should be
of sitting
pedophilia.
down
The
with a
line should be
banker
those
or
demonic
sending your
souls who
information
decide
in
to
the
torture
bank or
children
filing for something,
for their personal pleasure.
they look at your file
That is my
right
line.
away
That will
and
always be
say,
my line. And everyone who,
rookie,
who isn't doing anything on this or is refusing to do anything, like, we're
Rookie.
not giving up on that. We're not giving up on that. Thank
Little
you for
bit
that,
of
Mike.
money.
Greatly appreciate it. Folks, I want to make sure you saw
Next.
this, by the way, because I know I teased it in the beginning of the show in regards to Tom Fitton. Tom Fitton's giving us an update on
Ridiculous.
what's
That nigga didn't
ongoing.
speak up, nigga. We gotta go both fucking
That's
Rookie.
this is, by the way, through Judicial Watch. I should say they do an incredible
little bit
job
more
at
money.
things like this. But Judicial Watch,
next.
I'm trying to tear the club up, bro. Nigga, tear the club up.
we're paying Twitter to censor and spy on Americans.
He's my pocket.
Tom Fitton, Kash Patel, who's obviously the
good amount
FBI
of money.
director, and AG Pam Bondi's Justice
That's how
Department.
it
You know what? 40
You don't want
eyeballs.
donations.
That
You
we
don't want a little bit of money.
shouldn't get
Most of
quarterly
the real
totals
trappers like me ain't got no
because
You can
shit.
spot a
might
rookie a
expose
mile away.
FBI
How much?
You
law
first
enforcement
understand
secrets.
that the moment you
Unfortunately,
walk
on that
into
case,
a
which is
bank
strange,
and they say,
it's,
"Okay, what you got
Judge
here?"
Boasberg,
Do
who
you know
agreed
once the bank
and told us we
lends you
could,
$1,000,
they
have
agreed with the Fed,
$10,000
Black
operative,
on the boot.
and
Here,
told us
just
we
made them
can't have the
$10,000
info.
10 times richer than they
So,
made you. They gave you $1 million. They
I tell you, it's
10 million.
a new
Soon as you
administration
sign
running the
document.
DOJ and FBI
Banks are
and
something
the
else,
FBI
okay?
2.0. But
Now.
sorry, I can't show you that. Can't tell you
Keep
where
it
you're
there, bitch.
going to.
And all fucking
To the efforts
start
to
something
censor
for a friend.
Americans.
How to go in.
He agree, all 5 of you hoes
Holding this
wanna
administration
try.
accountable, and they don't care about
advice.
loss of access. So
Okay.
they do
So,
great work, and we are very honored
this is
for
what I'm
just
trying to
that.
say.
You hoes wanna buy me a drink?
Right now,
As
it's
soon
on
as you
hold.
walk
Fizzy, you
into
want
a
to talk
bank,
about Epstein's
they're
last phone
trained,
call?
and you say,
Welcome to the show.
"Oh,
Hey,
we're
good morning.
gonna make a lot of money right now.
Fucking buy me.
You want loans? You want credit
Buy
card?
me.
What's
Not
it?
bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to try and get to a little quieter area.
And you hand them your file.
Yeah,
Your excuse.
I wanted to talk about the phone call.
Your
The
business.
DOJ probably
Great.
does not have.
I understand.
They
This
just
is
open it. They
on
want to
the
say,
email.
okay, let's see what we
I
got
think
here.
they contract
Okay.
contract those services out.
The clown hat.
It's likely they don't have a record.
Yeah, well, so you're referring to, and for our folks
You
at
got
home
your
right now who
Oh,
are
I
reading
know.
on this one, let me do that for you, because Fizzy's citing
been
a
had
FOIA
that
request that I had
LLC.
submitted last year, and in that
How long you
FOIA
had
request, I
LLC,
asked
girl?
the Bureau
Girl, I'm
of
saving up
Prisons,
for my
which is run under the
LLC.
DOJ, by the way, and Fizzy, I'll go back to you in a second,
Man, look,
which is under the
Tell you that,
Bureau
B.
of Prisons. I specifically asked
That
for
one.
the
I got so many
recording.
What are you,
Uh,
only
Julius
single
Assange's
mother
phone calls
out here
to
for
the
the
final
fifth time this
phone
week?
call
What?
he killed himself, according to authorities. And so I asked for that
Buy me a
quote specifically to
motherfucking
find out what the
fucking
tone of his voice
pinky.
was, whether he was
Pinky
optimistic, because according
assholes
to the
wanna buy me a
emails, he
motherfucking
was apparently working on a plea agreement with his attorneys, and so I wanted to hear what he was
And I
all
got my
about
very own
to prove whether or not did he actually kill
LLC, and it
himself. Well,
was easy.
the Bureau of Prisons responded
you-
to me saying
Yeah.
they have no record of that call, but
Where's
they
that?
do in fact, Fizzy,
Only
record phone
non-Valentine.
calls. I know that there was private companies that are responsible for holding on to these
And can't keep a man as
there,
big
so you're right. But they are supposed to record all the phone calls. There's no excuse that they've given us since the report came out regarding why that call was not recorded. Again, this is not something that's normal. Sometimes, yes, if it's an attorney they're speaking to due to, I can't even speak today.
Let's talk about the
client
LLC,
privilege, then yes, they would possibly not record the phone call. But he alleged that he was speaking to his mother, and so they don't know why that phone call wasn't recorded. Now, just keep in mind, too, this is reports, of course. His mother died 15 years prior, so he wasn't talking to his mother. Those who have been reporting to the media said that he was actually talking to his sister, but again, it doesn't make any sense. So the DOJ hasn't come out and said why that call wasn't recorded, but it is supposed to be recorded all. And when you call a jail, all the J6ers, all the people who are charged with crimes, I'm investigating. As soon as you get on the phone with them, it says this is a recorded line, and it warns both sides that your call is recorded. So just a little bit of details there. Yeah, there's been no explanation though, Fizzy, as to why they didn't record that call. I'll let you react though after I just gave the briefing.
So now, let's talk about what the LLC is specifically for. Limited. Did you hear that word? LLC means limited liability
entity, but I was thinking about when I heard you talk about it.
So you're gonna walk in the bank and just tell the bank.
Wanted to get somebody else. We're still paying. The Taliban,
you know I got liability.
Millions and millions of dollars.
But you got
ground force.
I'm limited and I got liability.
Move ahead with an attack.
And that's the way we
I'm not 100% certain on that front. My level of expertise is interesting. Yeah, the Taliban obviously shouldn't be funded. I think it's being held up, that bill, by the way, which comes from Congressman Tim Burchett. That is a bill that's being held up. It passed, I believe, in the House. It's being held up in the Senate right now. Again, I don't think it makes any sense as to why we're still doing this. But we're being held hostage by the deep state operatives. And they're still very much in control, Fizzy. So no surprise there. I want to thank you for calling in, though. And thank you to everyone who's on hold right now. We have Mel K calling up the show as well. And we'll have her on in just a few moments. So I didn't want to leave her hanging. But we appreciate everyone that's called in. Of course, I try to go down the list of callers. And we can't get to everyone, of course, but we do our very, very best. So thank you for that. Folks, I want to give you a couple more stories that are maybe not so much in the headlines, but definitely worth your attention. Florida lawmakers have approved legislation to rename Palm Beach International Airport. President Donald Trump passed 81 to 30 in the Senate, in the House, and then the Senate was approved by 25-11.
So
now this is going to have to go to the governor's desk, that is Governor DeSantis, and also it's going to require the FAA's approval as well. I would assume they make this a thing,
you know how dangerous
of course,
a truck
but
is?
that's where it's at right now. So Palm Beach International Airport might soon be Trump International, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot.
Maybe your
I'm not gonna lie.
CPA
I do love
PDI
tax person said, former resident over there. One of the best airports.
Or get yourself
barely any lines
S-corp.
over at TSA.
What's an S-corp? S-corp
and
is
it's a breeze. So I do love that. All right, folks, we've got more coming up in just a few moments. In the meantime, go head on over to thealexjonesstore.com because we've got a couple more hours left in that deal we're doing. Every single dollar you spend gets you about 100 times the entries. Not about it. It does get you 100 times the entries over at thealexjonesstore.com. And what are you ordering something potentially a Ford F-250 or a Ford Mustang? And then potentially
kind of like dangerous surrender like niggas going, that's gonna make us fuck you up even more. But they kept
right now, thealexjonesstore.com, and every time you make a purchase,
they're putting it there, I'm like, all right, you got me.
That offer is only going to last for a couple more hours. So you got to head on over to thealexjonesstore.com, and I won't shut up about it. But the energy shots are absolutely amazing. You got to head on over to the shop right now and grab those today on thealexjonesstore.com. Mel K's up
next. You get the salary too, so you got to pay capital gains on what you make. Got it? So a lot of times, if you get an LLC or an S-corp, you don't have to pay double taxation. Your tax person says, get an S-corp or an LLC, and you can combine those two together, and that's called a pass-through.
Having a lot of thermal regulation issues, like morning severe chills,
or in real estate, you get an LLC and put each one of your real estate properties in a separate LLC.
Isn't that amazing?
So you can just transfer the real estate corporation and everything in it. Just transfer your name, their name, they buy it, they get everything.
It's all right. Hey, when you're plugging, we got all the time in the world.
So now, the LLC and the S corporation have specific purposes, right? But remember,
really good formula.
we get money to do business. We don't do business.
Oh, this nigga got music, share the music, throwback for y'all, guys, like beat. This nigga feels bad.
And get yourself a revolving line of credit for those credit cards. You can swipe them and use them as money.
Powder out there.
Okay, what about your small business financial exchange? That is money, right? Or something big like an installment line. That's what we're after. We're not after anything except Experian and small business financial exchange, because nobody's hardly checking their facts.
So many green powders over the years.
So let's concentrate on that. All right.
And are we paying you, Katie? Did we pay you to
build the company the right way for what we want? Get the money, then do business. Now, there's only one company that they made specifically.
Some people call it this person, you're paying them, but like, no, our products really are good. People really like them. It's true.
What? Let me ask you a question. What do these people have in common?
When I decided to leave California because I didn't want to back Trump, and I listened to Jones Citibank, and I'm like, I gotta get the hell out of here. And so I moved back home to Ohio, and 3 months later I met my husband.
Apple, they're all billion-dollar companies, right?
That life-changing
Amazon.
For me, was because
all have in common. Look at everybody going ahead of me.
He's not like predicting the future. He's just giving you the information that's hard to find.
What do they all have in
telling you what they're going to do.
They're not
well, now you have a 3-year-old kid, so your life's going great.
Yeah.
I've said it before, but with a lot of these products, like, you really don't know what it's going to do for you, because you might not know that you're lacking a vitamin or lacking a mineral. And it happens all the time with iodine. Iodine is one of those things where, like, as soon as you start taking it, you're like, I'm not supposed to. I'm not a doctor, it's not a medical claim, but people experience this. I've heard it from my friends where they're like, I'm not supposed to be tired all the time. I apparently just was lacking iodine. And it's like, you don't know if you're going to feel more energetic, if you're going to sleep better, if you're not going to have chills anymore. It's like people are you're missing a key component. You're missing a vitamin, you're missing a mineral, and you don't even realize it until you start taking something from the Alex Jones store. So I completely understand that you start taking the Irish sea moss, and suddenly something that you thought was just the way your body is. No, turns out you can fix it. You can fix these things. Again, I'm not making medical claims, but you can only find out for yourself what effects these things will have. TheAlexJonesStore.com. Thank you for the plug, Katie.
Whatever the future may hold, InfoWars will always live forever. The fight will continue. Be sure to follow us on X at Real Alex Jones and at AJN Live. And now you can download the #1 news app in the world. Go to AlexJonesApp.com and let the Democrat deep state party know that we will never be silenced.
Level 3 parts of a corporation. First part of the corporation, it's a person. So the person, everything you have, it has to have. So the person of a corporation, if you give the law enforcement your driver's license, you say, hey, look, they say you're not in trouble. You don't have a lien, you don't have warrants or anything like that.
You're tuned in to the American Journal with your host, Brianna Morello. Watch it live right now.
That's the Iran currency. You got $700.
You walk in.
Welcome back.
And you have something that's called
jumping off this today. Mel K will be doing this in just a little bit.
That's his person.
I wanted to play a little throwback clip. I mean, obviously, there's a lot to be down about in regards to the Baja movement. And I want to remember how much of an incredible patriot that RFK Jr. actually is. And so I want to play clip 7 for you because it's him calling out Bill Gates and all the people trying to destroy this country and connecting the dots. Take a listen.
Unconscious. It's on a breathing machine, right? You taste, touch, smell, and feel for it. You give it life. You don't own it. You can't own a person. You can't even own your own kids. You take care of them until they're 18, but you don't own it. Nobody's teaching you the basics. You want money? Learn the basics. Okay? You want more money? Learn the next level. More money? Learn the next level. Because you build your company for how much money you want. Now, the first thing is you put standing letter. It's a person. The next thing is articles. Articles are what? A birth certificate. It says, this is who we are, this is what we do, and we will abide by all rules that are applicable to us that apply to us. The next thing is an EIN number. That's its social security number. It's a person. You have a 9-digit number, it has a 9-digit number. Right? Okay, so you use that for federal things, right? Your social security or your corporation. Now, you go in and you have those 3 things with your corporation. Now you walk in the bank, you have what they call a social security card and you have ID plus these things in this corporation, and you open the bank account. Borrowing, I want you to go in and put a little bit of money in there. If you can put $1,000, put it in there. If you can put 1,000, put it in there. But I found that with Chase, right, and some of the other banks, if you want some good money, if you can put $10,000 in Chase, right, or in one of the other banks,
He's going to 1,000 today,
because you want to have a relationship with the bank, okay? So when they check and say, oh, so put that money in there for about a week or 2 weeks, then borrow. And if you don't have that money, then get yourself your credit card, first credit card or whatever, take that money off, put it in there, and before it hits that you took the money off the card in a month, take that money out, right, and then borrow more money.
Neither are you.
We have somebody who's in this position of power.
So now,
I got this did my first 30.
Taking on an HHS position.
now they see you have a relationship.
Come back in a second, hit me another 30. That's 60 already.
I want to get to clip 5 as well, because clip 5 was a good chuckle. I was listening in, and Tucker Carlson was on a panel with Mark Cuban. And Mark Cuban, he's very empathetic. He's very empathetic to Ukraine and thinks we should be doing more. But when Mark Cuban is asked, well, what are you doing? He doesn't really have an answer.
For your money.
On whether we should be sending money to Ukraine or not. Were you in favor of that?
It's okay if you don't have very much. Nobody's doing anything, but you start making answer.
You know, I can make an argument
hundreds of thousands and then millions.
Ukrainian.
That's the way we
for you.
and if you wanna be green. Oh, there. I got who is this? Language Squad Chronicles. The Chronicles. What do you see? The Language Squad Chronicles catch you. What?
Weapons were on full lease. The president has negotiated that we own half the minerals. The rest will be turned to a
I'm about to go to this nigga page, see what the hell we got going on.
Right? Because they protect themselves.
We made it done 13 years ago. He ain't got no subscribers, nigga. I'm about to be your first subscriber. With your no fans having ass talking about. Oh, he got music and everything. Oh,
Quite the interesting deposition. I don't think it was bombshell, but he does make a lot of key
subscriber on the mob, nigga.
I want to play clip 9 for you, and this one was actually, I think, probably the most explosive part. Take a listen.
And go back over to the corner to the C corner. That should not mean anything specific. Never name your company something specific, because if you do, you may be put into
that's really not their fault though. They be fucking bullshitting with this motherfucking should have put some SoundCloud. Damn fucking.
We've
seen
somewhat
find
people
like that. SIC code could be trucker. I'm driving a truck. I'm in the transportation industry. Submit 63541. They're gonna say,
might never work. Boy got sliced leather swap. Black on
that is not.
You already know what time it is.
Very much like that. So now we make sure
exotic strains by the piece.
Specific
Some guns stand by the peas. Now you got one subscriber. That's me now.
That means nothing.
Smoking good
Yeah, I showed you, man. This is a little bug. A little peon. Peon. Get your first like, niggas. I say niggas, I ain't stingy. Niggas be stingy with the likes and the slubs. They be thinking they motherfucker hold a nigga back.
Stand for a coffee.
Meanwhile, you got this weak ass white boy, 1900 Rugrat rat. He got 16,000 views. Fucking white boy perpetrating. He got 156,000 subscribers, bro. This shit is fucking rigged, bro. Like, who the fuck wanna fucking listen to this nigga? This shit sucks.
Obviously,
this sucks, nigga. They be putting bitches on their page and shit to make it look bleeding, nigga.
Family connection that he's getting into here, and you're an expert on the crime. So what do you make of this?
Exotic strand by the P, living like a fucking G.
System that was created.
So fish girl, these girls,
Right there that Jeffrey Epstein was a money handler, not just for the Rothschilds. And I don't know if he was bringing up
riding on a Cannondale.
Whatever the case may be, this is exposing that the banking
I remember this nigga said, man, I fell. I fell off my bike. They gonna hit me with his phone and was driving down thinking I was weed and hitty. They didn't respect me.
Jeffrey Epstein, it's very disturbing.
To get up and dust himself off.
During the 2008
But I'm not riding in the city anymore. You niggas.
Epstein knew that was going to happen before it happened. Jeffrey Epstein had a very close relationship with
this nigga fucking around, hit my bike. You ain't called the police.
Seems to be impossible knowing that world in New York City and Manhattan and how it works.
At
the same time, I think the American people have to take a step back and look at the financial system and that we have been living in a fraud essentially since the Federal Reserve that went on steroids after World War II. And I don't know why JP Morgan can get away with things over and over and over. You know, then they were involved in the Madoff case. They had 2 counts.
Nigga ran me over, nigga, with this free will. Ran a black nigga over in a dumb girl, nigga. Nigga, I'm gonna plan thing up, nigga, more than a plan to exotic slice by the peas.
From 89
exotic slice by the peas, living like a fucking king.
Reclassify them so that there's
nigga, we need to go to the club. It's about time. Email ready.
Suspicious activity reports. You know, there was an executive order passed by Donald Trump. I think in the first term, if you don't recall, I believe that it was executive order regarding people
Make
that
sure that your
profited
corporation has the
off
proper
of
structure.
trafficking,
from a
sex
mile away. So
trafficking,
what
and
I'm
all of
teaching
that.
you is Latin.
And it was about seizing
Latin.
assets.
That's the
And
high
here we
end money.
are, and
All
we're not
big money
seeing
is in
any
Latin and is in
one being
water.
held accountable
That's why you have
on
currency
any of this.
and
And
liquidity.
it's just getting to a place where
Because it's in water law.
disturbing,
It's
to
not
say the least.
moral law.
Yeah, Mel, I was actually kind of surprised yesterday when there was an announcement made that the Epstein estate is dishing out potentially $35 to $25 million in settlements to victims. I didn't realize that they still have all those funds still in their control, and that to me just sounds insane that they would have the millions in their control right now to be dishing that out. Something I guess I have to agree, but I just didn't understand that. That's quite strange.
I get a brandy, then I get a brandy.
The least of it. There's already been over $300,000.
It'd be like, yo, who's those guys who used to hang around with me? I don't know.
I'm also told that 25 victims got paid off by men that were involved and they signed NDAs. That came even from Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony. We have HSBC that has been, in every crazy situation from drug running, and JP Morgan's been caught up in that too. It's just at what point do we the people
Randy out here, boy, and I still stick my ass in up on Marlboro with it.
Times for their own benefit with the banks, particularly in 2008, but before, and realize that we are all being played, looted, lied through by these same people, and yet, we still have
it's in Latin. On your dollar bill, it says
that we can now see because of Epstein files, but we also know is totally rigged against the people of this country, against the taxpayers, and we have to analyze what is going on here and have our voices heard, because these banks should not be functioning above the nation. They should not have get out of jail free cards. There was an executive order, like I said, I think it was 1509 for anyone that participated, aided, basically knew about sex trafficking or human trafficking would have their assets seized.
Who y'all talking about? We talking about you, bitch, nigga. He can catch the hands too.
This doesn't just go back and deal with Jeffrey Epstein. This is many
no more season skill.
Gold and silver,
He just fresh out of jail.
JP Morgan. I mean, I just don't know how many decades we can deal with.
Fresh out of jail, I'm buying everybody did. I know didn't like, man, I'm not coming to get that nigga.
The fulcrums of literally above us.
Fuck you, man. That be the bitch buyer. Auto beater bitch buyer.
I keep yelling about and telling people they have to look at it.
Peter
And also protects a lot of things.
You're not even with that joint no more. That's not understand niggas get so sensitive. You don't even talk to that bitch no more.
He also looks like it was very obvious that he worked in depth with the Gates Foundation. And
this is baby mother. I'm about to buy that nigga BM. God damn, I'm a sucker.
This is a transhumanist eugenicist trying to
damn, how many kids this nigga got?
Whatever experiments he's doing. So, I mean, there's a supranational military-grade intelligence community that's linked to the international banks running above the United States of
This
America.
nigga got 2 babies in Georgia.
Zero, accountability for these people.
Wait, I'm not meeting that.
Enough's enough. Our debt is not our debt. Our debt is the looting of the people of this country for endless wars, for profit, for all of this stuff. And a lot of times it goes right back to JP Morgan Chase, and they're never held accountable.
This nigga said, "No, I'm gonna meet you in North Carolina. I'm gonna meet you. Wait, meet you in Virginia. I'll meet you in Chantilly. I'm gonna meet you in Chantilly somewhere."
Well, let's get to it.
First came here off the ships.
That's one risk I'm willing to jump on board with, of course. Mel, by the way, folks, if you're just jumping on right now, we're with Mel K right now, host of the Mel K Show. You can find her on Twitter at Mel K Show. Mel, let's get to that email you were just talking about.
Randy, I do what I want.
This my way email between.
Let me shut the stream down.
And it says Tom Pritzker is apparently saying, "I'm a dark lady tonight," and then Jeffrey Epstein responds by saying, "Ask her if we can NSA."
We'll be back, chat.